They call me Sumar. The following video is from the Geomeric archive. The video quality is poor, and the production value is bad, but they asked for it. Now the story is here. Alrighty. Because you guys decided to come and do some adventures instead of following your tummies. And so you guys have been adventuring out in Faerun and have done quite a bit of adventuring lately. And most recently have been out and about in Chednasod in the Underdark and just returned to Marsember for some time off. After having recovered the Sunhelm of Chandralar, you guys have had breakfast. You guys have identified the Sunhelm and reinvigorated it with the sun's power, and are looking to do some downtime. You guys have had a grand total of 2 days so far. As the third day dawns, what would you like to do?
I mean, not that it matters a ton, but I don't know that we did anything the second day other than have breakfast and talk about what we wanted to do.
You guys didn't do much the second day except for read a certain manual for Liam, and from what I understood, slept pretty much all day.
Mm-hmm. Well, at least one of us did. One of us did something.
Well, we
Oh, sure, because we arrived at the evening on the first day. That's right.
Correct.
Okay. Got it.
and then slept through the next day. Before we get started doing anything, Anita is going to pull out the Threads of Fate for a performance while we're hanging out at the table.
Sure. And with the Threads of Fate performance,
Yes,
I'll help a little bit.
that would be lovely. If you could just hum a tune while I am performing, that would be great.
I'll make
Yes,
minor allusion to it. It's better than my voice, but we'll get there.
Hello, everybody.
wow. So with the
34,
34,
I'll bend his luck since it doesn't seem. I don't think Knick-Knack guided him this time.
Probably
Oh, if
not.
Liam was there, Liam would guide.
Well, all good. He wasn't. It's I bent your luck, and it's 35 now. So you've got 3 rolls.
3 portents rolls for the day. What are they going to be?
This is very important.
17,
Interesting.
9, 6. Interesting. Okay.
High, low, and average.
Yep.
Perfect.
That's a nice little spread.
Yeah, that is actually.
Well, Anita, what do you? As we're wrapping up the song, I say, Anita, what do you want to do today? I have a couple of errands to run. Wanted to see if you had some as well, and we could do some shopping together today.
Yeah, let's. In no particular order, I wanted to go by the Temple of Sune. I wanted to see is Judith in town?
She is.
She is. So I wanted to go by and see Judith at some point.
I have an errand. I just have some tattoos, and if you're down to help me stop at the Black Diamond, that would be great.
Absolutely.
Also, how much were you guys giving to Liam for potions again?
Sort of may depend on these other trips, to be 100% honest.
Yeah, I figure most of us are going to be shopping first and giving you what's left over.
Fair
At
enough.
least that's what I would do. But I think Cass already gave you like 3,000. But I think many of the rest of us are shopping first.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I found that. Cool.
All right.
Cool. Let me add that.
So, as you guys are finishing up your breakfast, Brad will offer you sack lunches to get you guys started on the day and ask you if there's anything specific you would like in them. And if not, you're going to get granola bars and trail mix.
If you've got some fresh fruit, that would be great.
All right? He will put an apple and a stem of grapes into each.
Nice.
And that's what you get with a slice of hard cheese in there as well.
Amazing. That sounds fantastic.
Eric, Rhilo's tattoos.
Yes.
He's got a hex once a day and a misty step once a day. And I can't remember if the haste is once a day or not.
It is.
And then the greater invisibility is a one-time. That's the one.
Correct.
I've already spent it, actually. Yeah, I've already spent it. That was the
That's
one that
gone.
was like 4,600. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Hey there, Anita. I see you got a 17 there.
Yes, I did.
Oh, is that something you saw, Knick-Knack? In character, Knick-Knack? You see a 17? That's so weird.
What's the 17?
Where'd you find it?
Scratched into the top of the
Like Death
table.
Note style, we just see these little anime numbers floating over Anita's head throughout the day. Just know
He has no idea what that means. He has
I
no
see.
idea what Death Note means.
That is a problem with the
Oh,
Threads
man.
of Fate. I mean, the whole mechanic behind the Threads of Fate is a dice roll that never happens.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Hold up. I saw it on your mother's nightstand.
Oh, no.
Yike.
I mean, that's a little scary because my mother has been dead for many, many years, and she
Well, no wonder she's so cheap, Anita. $17 isn't much.
exactly.
Damn.
But I mean, hypothetically, I might be able to use it to pick up some really interesting things that I'm looking for. I need like a 28 in order to pick it up on a particular kind of check.
I think that is wonderful. Why don't we talk about that
At
tonight?
the end of the day. Yeah, totally. Totally fine. Don't worry about it. I just needed to make a children's book.
There you go. We will do that. We'll hang out, have some cocktails tonight, and talk about the song that I was playing this morning.
Mm-hmm.
Silas will look around and see that there aren't any flyers up, but we'll let folks know that the flyers are probably coming up any day now, so hopefully none of you get caught in the crossfire, but Anita and I will be sticking pretty close to one another while we're in Marsember. If you need one of us, you'll probably get both of us.
We're gonna stay in pairs of two, I guess. I mean,
Yeah.
I would really
mean,
like for somebody to mess with me today.
None of, yeah, that's fine. None of the rest of you have literal flyers saying "Come and get us" to one of the most dangerous organizations in the world. So I don't know that you have, but yes, Anita and I at least will be staying in pairs.
There's some things that I want to do privately, if that's all right.
So Cass, where you heading?
Probably go to Judith's at some point. But mostly I'm just gonna wait on Liam to make potions. That's really all I need.
I was gonna buy drugs today. Did you want to come with me and Anita? We can hang out while
No.
if Anita does any clothes shopping or something, or gets a beauty treatment at the temple. We can hang out. We can
Yeah, I'm down for
You
that.
can go get drugs.
yeah.
You know
Quick
me.
Drug shoppings are us.
Damn straight.
It's nice to have things that you do with a friend. It's nice to have a thing that you do together. A certain TV show you watch, certain
Right.
shopping trips you go on,
Anything can happen Monday.
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds like we're going to be 3 and 3, right? At least Cass is joining Silas and Anita. If you guys have shopping, I agree with Rilo. It's safer to do it together. But if Liam's just hanging out in a room in the consortium doing potions, I mean, that feels pretty safe. Actually, that's a good question. Can I ask Brad?
Sure.
And if he doesn't know, I'll ask if Kerfax has a minute. But what are the sort of wards at this place? I'll be honest, I was surprised we were able to teleport here. I assume it only worked because we have the amulet, the licenses bought from here. Can anybody just teleport in
He
here?
looks at
What are the
you.
defenses like?
I
That's fine.
honestly don't
I
know.
can chat with Kerfax. Yeah, it's not your job, Brad. No worries. I can chat with Kerfax.
He probably doesn't know either. Kerfax isn't exactly the most magical of people. You'd want to talk
Oh, sure.
to
I just figured
Leslie
he had,
about that.
Oh, sure. Oh,
So
where's
when's
that?
the When's the last time somebody caused trouble here?
Last time someone caused trouble in the consortium would have been night before last.
Oh.
Someone pulled the sword on me night before last. Yeah, that was scary. Kerfix that threatened to punch him in the face.
Oh wow, that had to be a one shot.
Yeah.
Who in the world? Who in the world is smart enough to try that? It was a one shot, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. I did a one shot for a friend on Friday night, and they're like, "Yeah, we can attack Brad," and I'm like, "Really? Oh, that's awesome!"
Suicide, but you guys can do whatever you'd like to do. Yeah, that's an elaborate and roundabout method of suicide, but you guys do what you got to do.
Yeah, and so it was like, oh, you're attacking Brad. Awesome. You see this figure show up next to you. And he dissuades you, and Kerfix showed up as well. It was like, oh, yeah, great. Uh-huh. They quickly changed their tune.
Well,
you got an Adventures Guild full of
anyone.
5 campaigns worth of characters. All of them love Brad. And then you got all of my NPCs as well. Yeah, bring it.
Yeah.
I do admit that Silas, just for the fun of it, would literally, and do it subtly, so it's not even about him. But I do think if somebody pulled a sword on Brad and Silas were in the room, he would just subtly cast Disintegrate on that person and move on about his day. And be like, well, sorry, you had a chance. Sorry, man, but that's the fastest and safest for everybody.
Brad is a vulnerable NPC, but yeah, most people who understand the lore would know better. Yeah.
The lore of the Longstriders Consortium.
Brad is not as vulnerable as you guys think. Personally, outside of the consortium, you're right. Inside the consortium,
fucking with Brad is the quickest way to a TP until there's dying.
Yeah.
No, but I think Eric means more
it may not be
directly,
fast.
Something like their actions. Yeah.
It may not be fast, but it's a way to a TPK.
Yeah.
Because after all, not everything has to be fast.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That sounds like something Leslie would do.
Speaking of,
hi,
Leslie.
Yes, speaking of, as she meanders through the tavern section, she walks over. You were asking about the wards and the teleportation circles?
Great.
Sorry.
Yes.
I might be a little distracted. I just got done questioning someone.
Oh, I mean, no problem. If you want to have it's not urgent. If you want to break, get a drink or get lunch or something.
Yeah, one moment. She goes over and she gets a very dark bottle from behind the counter, and she pours it into a glass, and it comes out looking very much like red wine. And she will walk over and sit down at the table and smile at you guys. So, what was your question exactly?
Just trying to get a sense of how there are a few of us that are sticking together over the next few days for safety. I'm assuming we don't really have to extend that protocol to renting the same room, because I figure I can assume Anita is safe and she can assume I'm safe if we're in our room, but I wanted to just confirm how difficult it would be for somebody to teleport inside or even just break in through a window.
Well, if you have a Longstriders Consortium pin, that is actually a magically infused identifier that allows you to teleport into the Consortium at any of the Consortium locations. Thanks to the man in charge. He makes sure that provision is made for. After all, we want you guys to come back alive, as Kerfix likes to say. As far as someone breaking a window on the outside, what windows? Have you ever looked from the outside? There are none facing outwards. However, from the inside, you can easily look out across the bay. It's fun that way.
I have to note that having never looked at the consortium with that type of intent, I'd never noticed that before. But that's a clever little enchantment. Okay, well,
if there was somebody who had a true sight ability, who can see through illusions, would that work with them, or is this more of a?
Interesting. If you asked her about the true sight, she smiles. The building has no windows.
Yeah.
On the outside.
that's the truer state. We're seeing the fakers. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah,
I mean, regardless, I
the
respect-
windows are inside the building, not outside the building. They are
Right.
windows to allow you to look outside, but not in.
I wonder if it's like a real time programmed illusion kind of thing on the
Well,
inside.
you wouldn't even need to per se. You could infuse it with a more like a real-time clairvoyance and just put the
Yeah.
sensor right on the outside of the wall.
Oh,
So
true.
it'll
essentially.
function like a window with the sight, but without actually being one.
Mhm.
At least that's out of character. I don't think Silas has the arcane knowledge to put that together.
In this case, it's more of actually an extra-dimensional portal to the outside that you can see out of, because you can jump out the window. You can't go in the window.
Oh, that's more expensive, but useful as a feature, so that you can jump
Yeah.
out of it.
So,
Um,
as out of character, is the Longstretch Consortium like a demi-plane that's anchored to this plane, or is this a, like, how does that work?
Different parts of it are. There
Okay.
are different Longstretch consortiums in different towns. They all look similar. It's like visiting a Outback Steakhouse, for lack of a better analogy. They all look kind of the same, but when you go into each one has their own little flair. But at the same time, the bathroom's always in the back left corner. So there are places that it's exactly the same.
Gotcha.
Specifically, the room at the end of the hall upstairs is always the same, and the third sconce on the right as you go down the hall is always a secret lever.
Fair enough.
As everyone writes notes about the third sconce on the right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I assume that like our characters have no
Knick-knack,
idea
always
that,
knew that was
that
that was
thing,
a secret
so
location. Yep.
I'd imagine that we would have no idea.
No, most likely you guys didn't have any idea, but those are the two major spaces that are extra-dimensional spaces, are the office at the end of the hall and the third sconce on the right. The kitchen can be, there are two locations that share the same kitchen. It's weird. Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, thanks, Leslie. I don't want to take. I know you're working. I don't want to take up more of your
Oh.
time. We just want to make sure that we can
At
consider
the
ourselves.
moment, the magic's working itself. She smiles, and you get this distinct flash of, like, a cold chill goes down your spine as she says that line.
Well, just because she has almost made a point of striking my curiosity, I will just subtly, using sorcery points, so literally subtly, just turn my
Sure.
detect magic on. I'm just looking at her, and I just turn
Sure.
I just turn that feature in my HUD on as I glance at her. Am I getting
Oh, she is
Yeah, what am I
absolutely, she is roiling with necrotic energy.
got it.
And extending from her up the stairs, beyond your level of sight, there is a tendril of hemography, which is blood magic.
Yeah.
It's currently going upstairs.
Oh, actually, could I just roll an insight check on if she might be? I mean, I'd rather if she might be somebody to talk to about the Bloodwell vial, I'd rather speak to her and work with her than a drow that won't even look at me. But
Sure.
can I just roll an insight check on if that might be
You
a
roll
good idea?
insight, yeah.
We can take my passive 17.
Yeah.
Nope. It's 13, so not much. Or
13.
12.
Oh,
And that one
even
came
with-
first. Sorry, I thought it was second.
yeah. Even with, you know what, with the nat one, you might consider it. Frankly, you might ask her.
I will pick a
Which-
better time though, because I don't want it to be obvious that I just looked at it. Even
Yeah.
on the nat one, I think Silas is at least more socially adept to know to pick a
Sure.
different time to ask about it than like right now, because that betrays that he just looked at it.
Yeah.
But
you-
yeah, he'll know that.
With the nat one, you would totally consider having her do it.
All right. Well, at least we already have plans to check at the Black Diamond. If I don't like their price, I'll come back and ask Leslie.
Okay.
Awesome.
If
Well,
anyone
that-
hasn't figured out that a nat one's really bad, and this is probably a really bad idea.
Oh, I'm sure. But
Yeah,
but
but
you know,
we're good.
It's not. not going to be his worst idea, and maybe he'll like the price of the black diamond, so it won't come up. But I look at the group and I'm like, yeah. Does anybody have anything else they wanted to chat about over breakfast, or I'm ready to get to shopping?
Nita stands up. She's ready to rock and roll.
May you have a
I have a question
wonderful
for
day
Nita.
out there. If there's anything else you have need of, go ahead and knock on my door. Do give me a moment. I'm dealing with someone today. And she will take that glass of what appears to be red wine and go upstairs.
Appears to be red wine.
I have a question for the DM.
Yes.
The item that we were talking about at the end of last session, would that be something that I would need to pick up at Judith's, or would that be somewhere else?
That would be a Judas.
Judith's, okay, cool.
Yes. All right. Got that, Chase? Cool.
Muchas gracias.
All right. And so you guys head out into the town. And as you do so, you look around. It's a very normal day here in Marsember. There are people going up and down the streets. There's guards marching to and fro on patrol. There's a couple kids running around playing ball. There's seagulls overhead. Wonderful day. Sunshiny, couple clouds. Nothing too major. You can smell the sea on the air. And, wonderful, wonderful day. What do you want to do?
To Judith's?
Yeah, shall we start with Judas? Seems like a lot of us want to go there. So, are we all together as a group now? By the way,
We can be, yeah. Silas is
except
just
for
gonna-
Knick-Knack.
Hi.
Oh, Knick-Knack is there. You're right. Knick-Knack is there.
Wait!
Wait for me.
He's there, but he's not there.
No, Knick-Knack's totally here. You look
Oh,
down
okay.
at the guy. He's dressed in his beautiful orange robe. Got his mustache and beard all brushed and everything. His, curly little hair stands out in the sun. So you guys walk over to Judith's, which is 2 doors down. As you guys walk up to the clear glass windows, you open the door, the bell jingles over the door, and you are greeted with the smell of apples and cinnamon as Judith greets you. How can I help you today? Welcome back.
Good to be back. Good to be back.
Are you looking for anything in particular today, or are you just browsing?
Anita will speak up. Anita brings out her crescent moon sickle and shows it to Judith and asks, "Would you be able to increase the magic power of it? I would love to."
Wow. This is an interesting item. Where'd you get this?
It's just while we were adventuring, it was in one of the many places we visited. It's been a hectic few months, to be honest.
Interesting. Now, it's got some strange markings on it. Are you familiar with these? She points to the runes on the blade.
Yeah. I have never tried to read them, to be honest.
Apparently you didn't read the names that are etched onto the blade?
I did not, but I'm thinking that maybe I should have. What can you tell me about these, Judith?
These names are names of victims that were used to infuse the blade with power.
Oh, interesting.
It's very interesting. Borges, darling, do you think you can work with this? And the dwarf next to the door, pitch black except for his white canvas vest and white canvas pants, walks over. Yeah, let me see it. Oh, yeah. He runs his finger along the inside curve of the blade, not cutting himself, but you would think he would have cut himself. Yeah. Yeah, we could probably increase that magical power by 50%. What do you think? Yeah? Yeah. It's expensive, though, It's hard to do.
I do, if it will help, I do have
Yeah.
some essence from a mummy lord. And bring out 2 mummy lord essences that she has and offer those in addition. But of course, your time and expertise is well worth whatever cost.
Oh. Flattery gets you far here. Always does. Let's see here. Yeah, all right. Mummy Lord Essence. How much is that worth, Judith? About 5,000 each. All right, so it's going to cost you about 4,000 gold on top of that. You cool with that?
I am cool with that.
All right. Let's go ahead and get this all situated for you here. 1 second. All right, let's go ahead, and we're going to go ahead. Save.
Did I just hand over both of the essences just for my own?
Yeah.
I did.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Both essences and the 4,000 gold pieces, please.
Yes.
And Borges is going to take your moon sickle and take it to the back room through the double doors. And as he takes it to the back, you will watch as a rainbow of cacophony of sounds and sparkles and swirls of light rush around in the back. He's back there for a good 5-10 minutes, and then will eventually come out. And the sickle is completely purged of names on the blade, but it looks 50% more magical, as it is now a crescent moon sickle +3.
Wow. Well, thank you very much. I am very excited about this. It has been a pleasure.
Of course. And don't forget to thank Borges.
Borges, and Anita will lean over and kiss him on the cheek.
That's taken. I appreciate the sentiment, but that cheek's taken. There's another cheek you might be able to find, but yeah, that's another time. And he goes over and sits back on his stool, which is weird for such a lecherous old man as Borges. After all, he's still looking you up and down, regardless of what he just said.
Yeah, I assumed.
Hey, yeah, cool. Hey, it's Judith.
Yes, sir. How can I help such an enterprising entrepreneur?
I'm looking for something special.
You've came to the right place.
I'm gonna kind of whisper it,
I don't carry those.
No? Do you know where I might be able
not
to
after
find?
not after the accidents that have been happening lately.
Do you know anywhere I might find those?
The last pair that I sold was to a gentleman with a Jacobad curio, and he suffered a horrific accident when they were dispelled.
Son of a bitch. Alright, I'll think of something else.
Certainly.
I really wanted to see a flying gnome.
Oh, we can arrange that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Like, safely?
Nick, you got shot put last time you said that.
Absolutely. We can safely ensure to see a flying gnome.
Okay, I don't like where this is going.
She smiles, and you can tell that there's something mischievous in her gaze, but you do believe she's telling the truth.
Do you happen to have,
hope you know what I am implying there.
Ooh, I do have cleaning supplies. However, I don't have one that you're looking for.
Damn it. Damn. I had one.
Flying. Do you sell pixie dust, Judith?
I had
don't
one
sell
job.
pixie dust. You have to find that from a certain horrible little gnome down the street. No offense intended for you, sir, Nick Deck.
It's fine. That being said, do you happen to have enough supplies for me to do some spell scrolling? Like for me to write spell scrolls?
Of course. We have vellums and enchanted plumes over on aisle 5.
How much would it be to scribe like a level 4 spell?
A level 4 spell depends on the spell, of course, but usually it's not too much. And she takes you down to aisle 5 and walks you down the aisle and gets you to the section with the quills. You look at them, and a lot of them have been sold. Like, she's low on supplies.
Damn COVID.
Let's see here. The 4th level spell. Which spell would it be that you're looking for?
I technically.
I can't give too much away here.
Mm-hmm.
I can't give too much array. I'm around people who support me unerringly and unconditionally, and who have saved my life a bunch of times. That I can't give too much away around them.
Yeah.
Well, it's thematic.
As she smiles down at you,
for me to make fun of you.
for 350 gold, I can provide you with one from the Temple of Kelemvor.
Well, I don't need the scroll, like that specific scroll. I just need the vellum to write the scroll on, like 6 times. Or 7 times. As many as I want.
Okay.
To write my own, you know?
To write your own. Ah, I see. Do you believe you can actually scribe that spell?
Eh, why not? We'll give it a shot.
Okay. Well, if you are attempting to scribe the spell onto the scroll, it will cost you 160 gold for the magical quill and vellum.
Oh, that's cheap. Oh, that's super cheap. That's... Ow.
Just remember, don't make a mistake.
Oh. Can you give me 10 just in case? Because I think I might make a mistake.
That's 1,600 gold.
Really bleed me dry here.
No, Rilo, that doesn't exist.
11,246.
Down. No.
I'm down to 11,000
I've tried
gold.
that one before.
That's funny because it shows up in the catalog.
Really?
Down to 11,000
What the
gold,
hell
damn
is
it.
that?
What is...
Because I can't see that one.
Oh, okay. That
Yeah.
would have been a good one. I'm trying to get an upgrade.
No, I understand where you're coming from with that, and I also understand that how broken that item would be.
Okay. I didn't think it was that
Yeah.
broken. It might be a little broken. I didn't think it was that broken.
Doubling the power? Yeah, just double it. That's all. I've had a request to make that before, and it changed someone's stats to the point where they couldn't be affected by anything. Got gross. And then I had one where it was, hey, look, I'd rather this not be attuned. And that got gross too, because then they just wore 5 of them.
Oh yeah, that really is ridiculous. Yeah.
Uh-huh. So, yeah. No, that's not available at the moment. And if it was, it would be very expensive. Is there anything else that I can get for you?
I'm looking. The thing is, my upgrades almost have to come from white steel. So
For the
I'm
most
looking.
part. Yeah. Just because thematically you've kind of put all your eggs in that basket.
Yeah, and it fits Rilo. I mean, I don't have any
Oh, yeah.
complaint.
Yeah.
So.
What about the rest of you? Cass, was there anything that you needed? I know it's been a while since you got supplies.
I mean, want also Dust of Disappearance, but I suspect that's also a far point thing.
No, the Dust of Disappearance is located here. Borges
great.
makes that. And so she will take you down to aisle 10 and take you to the various vials of Dust of Disappearance.
Hey, thanks, Judith.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And Dust of Disappearance is 300 gold each. How many would you like?
I'll get. Yeah, let's do 3.
Okay, that'll be 900 gold pieces.
And I will hand it over to the once we get to the counter.
Okay. She will package it up in a brown paper bag, just so it doesn't disappear.
Appreciate that attention to detail.
The Wand of Cure Wounds appears to be completely recharged.
It is indeed.
If I don't want to interrupt you, but if there's a moment for Silas to step in and ask some shopping questions.
Mhm.
As Anita is getting her moonsicle back, I think I'm just gonna play this Nat 1 on Insight all the way through and just be like, actually, Judith, I have a similar item. And he like pulls the Bloodwell vial out from under his amulet, or from under his shirt, like hanging on a chain. And it's like, any chance we're able to do it performs a similar function as that sickle. Is there any chance we're able to perform a similar upgrade on it?
Oh, no. I'm sorry, Silas. I don't deal in that type of magic.
I think Silas is gonna...
something we're going to have to refer to you to visit someone else.
I think Silas is gonna be a little bit performative here. Be like, oh, sorry, Judith. My magic's in my blood. Nothing I can do about that.
No problem.
Shocked to hear you're
it's
not
not anything. It's not anything against you. It's the blood magic is something that I don't approve of. As far as the sorcerous nature of your blood, you're on you. As far as infusing it into an item for use and recapturing later, that's something I'm not a fan of.
Fair enough. I hope to outgrow it one day. In the meanwhile, I got a lich to fight, but I do have some other things I could potentially sell you guys if you want to. And I give her the list, piece of paper that just has the same list of essences I put in the chat. If you scroll up right above the Crescent Moonsicle +3, I have a number of essences. Those are the various types. If I can just get...
Let's see here. So the Mind Witness essence is 2,000 gold. The Werebear essence is 500 gold. The Werecroc is 750. So that would be 2,250. And the Butcher essence is 3,000 gold. So 5,250?
6 so far, but
Okay.
But I also have 2 of.
Dire Troll and Dire Troll essence. For the Dire Troll essence, that's 1,000 gold each, and the Mind Flayer essence, she thinks of those as being disgusting, but she will give you 500 gold each for those.
And then I'll probably have to circle back after I do a little bit of other shopping. But could I potentially get can Borges give quotes on his own? I think he can, right? I can just go chat with him if I have a question about armor.
He'll talk out of his ass, sure.
Perfect. That's why we get along. So Silas will walk over to Borges and first just compliment the armor that I got, that he infused with the Sapphire Golem essence, like profusely. Yeah. This is one of the most valuable investments I've made, maybe ever.
Damn straight.
I like leaning into things that already work for me and are good, rather than trying to replace them.
Is that why you're leaning into me right now?
It's one of the reasons, Borges.
It's the cologne.
It's the cologne.
Sorry, I should have taken it a little lighter this morning. Yeah.
I will, but I will ask, like, is there any way to just give it a much more standard I know it'll probably be expensive because it's already brimming with magic, but I'm hoping for just a +1 to it. Nothing else like evocative or crazy.
Oh, you're killing me here, kid.
If it's no, it's no. It's not a big deal. Just thought I would see.
Oh, goodness. You're making me take... Gosh, let's see here. Let's hear the 4. No. I can do it. I can do it, yeah. You don't want me to do it because it risks breaking the whole thing. But
yeah,
we can try it. But
that's fair.
yeah, you know, it's not that bad. It's not bad, but it's only
No,
15% of the whole thing breaking and shattering.
15%. I honestly, I mean, I agree with you. It's not worth. This is too valuable as it is. Like the ability that it has right now is way too great to risk. So
yeah.
I
See,
appreciate
anytime we start stacking magical powers on top of things, the weight of the weave gets down on it. It's like tangled, and you put the weights on it.
For sure.
It's like,
I did not.
Yeah.
I can barely look at this armor when I have detect magic on. Like, I did not have my hopes up.
It's pretty, ain't it?
It is, but it's bright. And
Yeah.
I figured we could make it much brighter without breaking it. So I appreciate. The
Oh, we
conversation.
could. Just there's a chance. If you want to try, we can totally down for it. It's only going to cost you 10,000 extra gold.
No, I appreciate it. The 15% chance of it breaking is not worth the 5% better that the armor gets. Or 5%.
I can't argue with you there.
Yeah, so I appreciate it though. I'll probably be back to just purchase some regular odds and ends once I've made the bigger buys.
Of course. We're here all day.
Sounds good. Thanks, Borges. And Silas will return.
I have that same question for my Knight's Gift armor. I think it's the same answer, though. But if I could bump it up without damaging it, that'd be great. But I don't know that that's possible. I think the last time I was here, we talked about probably this is the end of the upgrading for this.
That's the Glamored Knight's Gift, correct?
Yes. It is.
Yeah, that's to upgrade that, it's going to be another 15% chance to break it. About 10,000 gold.
Alright.
We can do it! But, there's always a chance.
There's always a chance. I'll think about it. I'll come back if I feel loosen up enough to do it.
Alright. You can find me.
So,
yeah.
I'd like to show Judith the Great Axe of the Werebear.
Uh-huh.
To my knowledge, this is the only one that exists. I really like it. But is there a way to enhance it or maybe improve some of the ability on it? I don't know.
Ooh. Borges gets that off of the chair. Now that's a nasty tongue. And he takes it and looks at it. Ah. Ah. Say ah. 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 Yeah. It can be done. Yeah.
Really?
10,000 gold-ish. Yeah, I'll do it for 10K. It's gross. This is a really gross thing. You know that?
Yeah. So.
Now, does this ever give you a wet willy?
No, not that I remember.
I'd be careful about that. Now, you don't sleep with it under your pillow or anything, do you?
No, I don't.
Where do you keep it at night?
In the corner.
In the corner. It's probably a good place for it. Yeah. Yeah. Be afraid to leave it next to a rucksack and wake up with a wet spot in the morning.
Let's see. What can you do for 10K?
We can bump that up for being give a bit more magical power, give it a little bit of polish that edge a little bit, polish that edge a little bit, and make it a little sharper, a little bit more accurate, and balance it out a little bit more, and Yeah, just kind of improve it in general.
All right. Yeah, give me. Yeah, I may do that. Give me a few minutes to think about it, and
Sure
I'll come
thing.
back.
Yeah. Just here, take a napkin. Just keep it from drooling on anything. As the tongue inside the axe is licking all around and everything.
Judith, I have something that I'm actually looking for.
Yes.
Possibly two things. I don't know if this ever came up in conversation, but I have been dabbling in potion crafting. I'm trying to get better at it. Do you have anything that could assist in me being better at it?
I believe so. There was a group from the they were illegal, but less than reputable group that came through here a couple days ago. Can't remember their names right off. Anyway, some group of people involved in acquisitions. Oh, that's right, Acquisitions Incorporated. They actually came through a little while ago with a certain item that might be able to help you out. It's going to cost you a little bit, but for 2,000 gold pieces, it should be able to assist you in what you're trying to do.
That is easily done.
Okay. She takes you over, and it looks like a small purse crossed with a doctor's bag. It's black, got a round cover on it, and as she opens it up, it unfolds like a fishing tackle box. And you look inside, it looks pretty nice.
Certainly
Would you
fits
like to
my
purchase it?
aesthetic. Sure,
Yeah.
yeah, I'll take it. 2,000 gold?
All right, 2,000 gold pieces. And go ahead and add the fine alchemist supplies to your character sheet.
Sweet. To equipment.
Because that adds both twice proficiency of alchemist supplies and twice proficiency for poisoners kits.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Will this help me if I'm already really good at medicine?
Yes. It
Right.
will. Because it doubles your proficiency.
I'm already an expertise in medicine.
It also gives you poisoner's kit on top of that, so.
That's fair.
And it's hard to find on your person when you are trying to be stealthy.
Fair. So it's easier to hide my potions.
Yep.
Well, that's good enough for me. Well, now, Cass, I can make some poisons for you if you wish.
Yeah, I'll think on a list for you of poisons. I already got a list of potions, so I'll ponder some more.
Cool. I do have another question. Something that I'm looking for. I don't know if it can be done, but maybe something that could make it more difficult to resist my key abilities.
That's spiritual focused. I think you need to focus on your religion to achieve that goal.
All right. And I assume that the fine clothes are also way too enchanted at the moment.
Just a fine clothing? You got fine clothing plus one, right?
Fine clothing plus one, yeah.
No, that they can do.
Either make it a little better, or there is a spell that could be interesting on it. Sanctuary.
Oh, to gain sanctuary on a clothing like this would require a divine intervention.
That's fair.
But Borgus, I believe, could upgrade the clothing if you'd like. It's
How
gonna
much would it
cost you about 5,000 gold pieces.
On that note, then, in terms of price, how much would a Death Kiss essence be?
About 5,000 gold.
I'll trade one for
well.
upgrade with them.
Sweet. So
If everyone's alright with it, I mean, does anyone else need, as he looks at the party before he gives the essence, does anyone need it? Don't want to just give it away?
No, make that cash.
Alright.
Silas says as he's got like his stack in front of him that he's trying to hand over. Eric, was there any objections to the math above and that I'm taking up and selling those?
nope. Cool.
Then yeah, he's doing the same thing you are.
Cool.
Yeah, that's all right there. And then change stat here, edit, save. Cancel save. And then fix that. Almost done. Vargas will take the clothing to the back. Let the massive light show of purples, greens, yellows, and golds sparkle around through the double doors. And you are left in the front of the lobby in a white outer garment. No other clothes
Alright.
while this is going on. Do you have any other clothes in your inventory?
I have my old robes.
Okay, so you can wear your old robes. They are wrinkled and foul because they haven't been washed since you
I
put
was
them
about to
away.
say, as I see him pulling them out of his bag, I actually think Silas will immediately just be like, "Oh my god, vile! Here, hang on," and we'll like cast prestidigitation and clean them, and then you'll wear them, and then I'll cast minor illusion to make them just look. I don't know, if you don't want to look like you're a part of the old monastery, we can make them look like whatever we want them to look like.
I would appreciate that, thank you.
I'll just give them sort of something standard and classic academic that I see like the students or the librarians wearing when they walk around
Okay.
our summer.
Cool. All right. So go ahead. Once Borgus is done with the clothing enchantment, you will bring it out, and it will be +2 fine clothing.
Ooh. Sweet. That is all I got, to be honest.
Okay.
I can't find it on D&D Beyond. Let me refresh the page.
Rilo, the Angries are worth 500 each. The Death Kiss is worth 5,000.
And Rilo, if you want to keep the angry so that way I can make more rage potions, so you don't have to use your rage. That might be something.
Oh, okay. That's what you use?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give you the... I've got 3 angries. I'll give you the 3 angries I have.
Awesome. I'll add that.
Thank you, Eric. I'll get rid of the Death Kiss and take the 5,000 for that.
5,000 gold? Okay.
Thank you.
5,000 gold pieces are handed over to you as Judith counts them out.
Actually, I'll do the same. I'll sell one of my other Death Kiss essences and keep one.
Okay.
5,000.
As you
That
guys
is-
begin cashing in all the loot you've been collecting for months of D&D.
Speak to yourself.
Oh. Oh, yeah. For those of you who can see the Ring of Heightened Protection, that's because you're connected to Damon's other group.
Yeah, I know. And I know who's got it now, too. He just gave us enough information. It
Yeah.
has to be... Yeah. It's our
I cannot
handler.
find.
I'm pretty
the
sure it's our
final
handler.
code.
Hey, Judith,
Yes, sir.
do you happen to have any more of those water elemental vials?
I do, actually, yes.
How
What
many
would
do
you
you
like?
get? How many do you have? Can I buy like 5 of them?
Sure. 5. recently came into a whole bunch of them. A group came through and sold me 12.
How much are 5?
They're 500 gold each, so 2,500 gold.
2,500. Oh, that's a lot more expensive than they used to be.
Well, no, it's 500 each. So for 5 would be 2,500 gold pieces.
Fine.
Hmm.
Fine. 8746.
8746?
No, don't worry about 8746. That's me doing math.
Ah. It must be through the connection to the source.
Yeah?
Don't get too distracted.
What else do I got? I've always kind of wondered, what can I do with fire salt?
Oh, burn things, enchant things, variety of things. Why?
Oh! So I can make a grenade with this.
Oh, certainly. A
Cool.
nasty one, in fact.
Well, I don't want it to be nasty. I know what I want. Hold up.
How many fire salts do you have?
3. Can I make one of those, you think?
Well, not with fire salts. Fire salts work counter to that. They would simply burn the area. But I do have something similar to that.
For component-wise? Because I think I could make this myself. This would be a knick-knack-nade.
If you wish to make that yourself, I have the component that might help you. And she walks you down to aisle 1, where the essence extractors are, along with a whole bunch of the monster parts. She walks you down a little ways, and on the right-hand side, there is a yellow gland in a jar of formaldehyde. And she smiles. This is a nullifier gland.
Oh, how many of these would make that?
1.
1 for 1?
1 for 1.
Shit.
Do be careful with them, though. They are very dangerous.
That's 1 for 1. How much would this cost?
Oh, the gland itself is going to cost you 2,000 gold.
For 1 grenade, basically?
Well, yes. It's very powerful.
Yes, I guess it is.
In fact, I would not open the jar until you're ready to use it.
Do you think I could
in your
use
crafting.
Do you think I could use the gland to make something more rechargeable?
Theoretically, of course. Do be careful when handling it. I do encourage lead-lined gloves and lead-lined containers whenever using this.
Okay. So 2,000, you said?
2,000 gold pieces.
Okay. Making me spend a lot of money here, but I'll take it.
That's what I try to do.
Uh-huh.
You're not sure if she just got affected by her own wards or not.
I have to add a custom item to make sure I have a nullifier gland.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I can see how I'm going to work with this.
Interesting. Do be cautious. They are volatile and highly dangerous.
Oh, I don't doubt it.
Nothing more dangerous than the creature that it came from, though.
It's fine, we killed one.
Did you manage to get the glands?
No.
A shame.
It's a bummer.
Indeed.
Now I gotta think about how I'm gonna make this work.
Is there anything else I can get any of y'all?
Yeah.
How much?
I'm good. I think we're gonna move. I'm gonna move on to the tattoo parlor.
Okay.
How much are rings of spell storing?
Rings of spell storing. I know those are hella expensive. Where did my list go? I have my list.
Yeah, they're a 5-digit price last time we asked. I don't
Yeah.
remember.
Oh, were they?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they are hell of expensive.
Okay.
Spell storing.
Well, for good reason.
24,000 gold.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
That's borderline indefensible. But
Yeah, I mean
Oh.
it's
No, it's not.
yeah.
You guys.
It's
This guy.
understandable. No.
This
Look,
is the guy
you
who-
give Rilo. You give Rilo a ring of spell storing, and you let Silas hold it for a second. You let Knick Knack, and yeah, it'd be
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Yeah. Indefensible. for
Rilo
the
would
guy
be
who just made
counterspelling.
10,000 gold cashing in essences.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, I
I'm
get
not. Yeah, I'm not complaining about my amount of money. I just meant that I just meant that and I still think the ring of spell storing would be expensive. I just meant that I would normally have figured probably about half that.
No.
But I don't want one, so I haven't put a lot of thought to it. I don't care.
Oh no,
That's just
it is
locked in
a
the price.
super strong
Yeah.
weapon. The fact that the Tuesday group sold theirs.
yeah. Yeah.
In fact, that's the only one she's got is the one that they sold her. Yeah. The Tuesday group's like, we're never going to use this. I'm like, what?
Truly unhinged.
I was in one of Damon.
As someone who
Damon's games.
mainly plays spellcasters, that hurts my soul.
You were in one of my.
I was-
That was my game,
I was-
if I remember.
No, I was in one of Damon's games, and I gave the ring of spell storing to my familiar. He had a real look of surprise. on
Oh,
his
that's right.
face.
Just because in a one-shot, you got one rare item as starting equipment, and he picked a ring of
Yeah.
spell storing and gave it to his familiar. I was like, wow, okay.
Damn.
They are
Hey,
coming in
Doug-
swinging. for
Doug,
this
you remember the
one-shot.
ring? You remember the ring of gate?
Yes. That's the one that I'll always remember. It's a 40,000 gold piece item, and we just gave it away.
See, here's the thing though. Why would a
While they're
barbarian give a
reminiscing-
shit about an item like this? Like they would have no concept of it. Like it's just a ring to them, you know.
Yes, dude.
Well, I was just while the guys start chatting and reminiscing about times past. I think Anita or at least Silas is gonna head to get some tattoos. I assume Anita and Cass are gonna continue on our
Yeah,
little-
we have a day plan. So yeah, Anita's.
Although if something like the Temple of Sune is on the way to the tattoo parlor, anything else that we have on our list, really, we'll do that instead.
Yeah,
I don't know what it
we
was.
have no. For the first time in months, we have no particular agenda. So yeah, where do you want to go to next? At some point, we'll hit the temple. So,
All right. So
Yeah,
as
what's
you guys
closest?
turn to leave Judith's, the closer of the two places would be the Temple of Sune.
The Black Diamond is also someplace we're looking at.
The
going,
Black
so-
Diamond is next door to Judith's.
Oh, seriously?
Yes. Let me.
Be closer to the
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, if we could pop in there real quick, I don't want to take up too much time.
Sure. Let me get there.
Anita, I'm gonna hand you the Mind Flayer essences. You might get a better price from them from a drow. We'll see.
Yeah.
Than the 500 I was quoted. If you get something less than 500, we'll just sell them to Judith. But yeah, I'm trying to turn the Bloodwell vial from +2 to +3. Yeah, I'll just follow Anita in.
All right. So as you guys walk into the Black Diamond, you'll pass a ornate throne made of dark wood with purple upholstery, and standing behind the counter, you'll see the proprietor of the shop, and she looks down at you for just a
I'm walking
moment. and
behind
then-
Anita.
Yep, looks down at Anita. Can I help you?
Yes, you certainly may. And Anita will bring out the Bloodwell vial and place it on the counter and say, "We understand that you are quite adept at magical items such as this, and I wanted to see if I could get this the power on this improved for my man here.
For him. It's his.
It's mine. I'm allowing him to use it. So I want to get this improved so that he can be of more use to me.
Roll a deception check, please. She looks down at it.
Jesus Christ.
Shame. If you must value him for some reason if you're willing to give him your own blood. Very well. Come with me.
No, it's my blood. What?
Yeah. It's not
You said it was yours, Anita.
yeah. Let's not worry about the details at the moment.
Well, but if we use your blood, it's not going to work. So it's a pretty big detail right now.
Oh, okay. I thought
We need a sorcerer. We need a sorcerer's blood. So you can just claim that, like, you know, you have. Yeah, I mean, I will just sort of speak up and say, like, well, it's hers because I'm hers, but it's my blood, so that it works for me as intended.
She glares at Anita.
I mean, how else do you make them useful? You've got to give them magical items.
Roll a persuasion check, please.
Oh, Jesus.
Fine. Come with me and bring it with you. And she takes the necklace off the counter and goes towards the back room.
Yeah, Anita will follow. And
Okay.
And I will follow Anita.
All right. As you guys walk through the door to the back, she closes it behind you and locks it. It is dark in here. Extraordinarily dark. You both have dark vision, correct?
yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So you can see that the room is dark and there are no light sources in the room. However, in the center of the room, there is a metal chair. It's made of chromed pipes, and there's a leather pad to sit on, and there's a apparatus that will go around your head as you sit in the chair. Kind of like a dentist's chair, but
But with
there's
restraint.
a section that goes directly across the mouth that is a long strap of leather.
Yeah, I give Anita a glance that's like, yeah, I knew they weren't gonna let this be fun. And I steel myself, and I sit in the chair.
She looks over at Anita. At least he's trained. Very well. Fine. And so she walks over to a table. She pulls out a long dagger. And you catch some of the symbolism on the dagger. It would have been similar to the symbolism you guys saw on the Driders and the Drum Matron Mother, except for it's all been defaced and worn smooth. So she's not exactly with them, per se, but more of uses their implements.
Or maybe was with them at one point.
Yeah. Or something.
Or something.
You didn't ask, so not
Yeah,
giving
fair
more
enough.
details.
Yeah.
But she will walk
Favorite-
up. Go ahead.
It's just very. This is almost like. It's yeah. I mean, it's basically happening in Silas's head because I think Consta can hear him, especially if he like concentrates on the tattoo. But he's
Sure.
going to. I know that I'm not able to cover up the tattoo with illusion magic, but I'm gonna send. I'm gonna like, kind of, pat it through the shirt and send a thought into it with my touch. That's like, if you let me do it this once, it's for your own good. It's to help you. Maybe you'll learn something. And I'm gonna roll up my sleeves as though like I'm getting ready for her to, maybe cut open or something. And I'm gonna try and use my disguise self cantrip to cover the tattoo and see if just sort of to throw a bone at Consta. because that's what Silas does, is just try and see when he can get free social capital and like get points with somebody for something he's already doing anyways, essentially. So he's going to be like, maybe you'll learn, you might get something useful, and sort of let Kongsa watch whatever she's about to do to improve the Bloodwell vial, to see if that's something he doesn't know, then he can learn it.
Okay.
Just to throw him a bone.
So
it
as
mostly
your
happens inside his head.
sleeve comes up, the magic of your disguised self activates, and she looks down at you.
I'm subtly casting it, so it's like I didn't have to do anything. Cool.
She takes the leather strap and puts it across your mouth, opening your jaw with one very cold finger on your chin, and then closes your mouth over the leather strap, which she then snaps into place so that you can bite down on something.
Oh, he knew what it was there for.
She takes the long, curved dagger, S-curved like a Chris, and she places the point right dab smack in the center of the Kongsa tattoo. She smiles at you. Such little tricks do not work on me. However, it is attractive. And you start feeling the pressure of the point going into your shoulder. Such an attractive little tattoo. And you feel the pierce as the dagger sinks into your muscle. Anita, what you've seen from your perspective is that the dagger is not just barely into his shoulder, it's halfway in. It's a good 4 inches down into his shoulder.
Wow.
And she pulls it back out, and the fuller inside the dagger is now filled with his blood and shines with a little purple energy. She waves a hand across the Kongsa tattoo, which roars at her silently. She smiles, of course, and goes over to the Bloodwell vial, opens the top of it, and drips the drop down into it. Corks it, looks at it. It's not enough. We're going to have to do more. Are you okay with risking him?
I mean, yes, of course. Anita will look over at Silas just to see if he's looking panicked or is wanting to keep going.
No, Silas is fine. He is confident in his own. I mean, rightly or wrongly, he does not think he's being risked. So he's good.
Yeah.
She takes the dagger, rolls it over so that the fuller is now the bottom side of the dagger, reaches over to the Bloodwell vial, and attaches the Bloodwell vial to the crossguard of the dagger. And then reaches onto the table where the velvet is and places a long glass tube on the end of the dagger that attaches to the fuller. She walks directly up to you, Silas, and looks down at you. This will be excruciating. And she stabs it directly into your chest. I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw, please.
Can I roll a... Okay, great, because if I was going to at least ask for one to see how I should interpret this. I think he's going to, not just because he thinks he should, but also because I'm trying to make a magic item that uses my blood and my magic more powerful. So when, if not now, to use the Tides of Chaos.
Okay.
To give me advantage on this save. I'll also, I don't like that. That's not high enough. So I'll also bend my luck. Again, why not spend sorcery points? So a 20. We'll see if a DC 20 got me anything.
Okay. DC 20. You remain conscious as the cold glass pierces into the left ventricle of your heart. And you feel the blood pump directly down the dagger into the vial and start cycling the blood that's inside there up into your chest. It begins getting cold in your fingertips and your toes. You feel a weakness across your entire body as this is being done. It's like going through dialysis, but with the magical essence being drawn straight out of you. And after about a minute of this, she looks down at you. You are tougher than most. And she will withdraw the glass tube from your chest and wave her hand over your chest. He's tough. Are you interested in selling? As she starts disassembling the apparatus.
Oh no, I've invested way too much.
Are you certain? He's worth a decent amount to me.
Yes, he definitely is, but no, I don't think at this time. I may have some, to sell later, but certainly
I
not.
could let you use him while I own him.
Yes, I understand that, but
Or a lease, perhaps?
yeah, I mean, perhaps when I'm done with him.
Leave something behind. And she will hand you the Bloodwell vial +3. And she will unstrap Silas's head from the apparatus and the chair and leave him sitting there. And you'll have expended 5 sorcery points as they were drawn from you into the Bloodwell vial.
Okay.
And she smiles. Now, as for the other side, I believe you understand how much that was worth, correct?
I mean, I know it was worth a lot. You did wonderful work, as we have heard.
Of course. She smiles and opens her palm.
You have the Mind Flayer essences to ask about too. I don't know what she considers those.
We have a few items, so Anita will show her the Mind Flayer essences to see what she thinks of those.
I have no use for trash.
All right, well, fair enough.
Those days are long behind me. I do not wish to be involved with them at all.
I mean, having dealt with them myself, I certainly understand that. So what would be
Simple coin or gems valuing 14,000 gold, or we can have a discussion about ownership rights.
I had a feeling that's right. So Anita will ask Silas, like, what do you have in terms of?
Oh, Anita has. I messaged you as we were walking in, so but I know we've been RPing. But Anita has 16,000 of Silas's gold.
Oh, okay. Then yeah. Yeah. So Anita will put 14,000 gold pieces in her hand.
Thank you. You'll find your way out. And she gestures and the door opens of its own.
And we've been
All right.
the.
Thank you again. And if I'm looking to sell this in the future, I certainly will come back to you.
I'm not interested in the vial. I'm interested in it.
Oh, no.
It's well trained.
That's what I was referring to.
It's well trained. You are to be commended.
As I said, I put in a lot.
It is passably attractive.
That's what I've been told. Certainly.
That's what they say.
Yeah.
So we have the. Anita's been handed the vial, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
I've file. She's got your gold, and we're heading out. And I'm mostly just holding on to this last moment to entertain myself a little bit before we leave.
So as you're like, give it here, Anita's walking away with it.
Exactly. Yeah. Like, what are you talking about? I just spent 14,000 gold on this.
I love that sign from David right there.
I let her have as long as she wants.
Up to how long?
Oh, as long as she wants. I know Anita won't. She'll tire herself out after a minute or two.
Indeed, Anita gets bored, and she'll say that that you can have the Bloodwell vial in exchange for a cocktail at the Temple of Sune when we get there.
Perfect.
Cool. So, as you guys head off to the Temple of Sune for rest, relaxation, cocktails, massages, and whatever else might be happening at the Temple of Sune, what are the rest of y'all doing? Rilo, Cass, Liam, Chase, Knick-Knack?
Well, I don't know if Knick-Knack would want to go to the Temple of Sune here. I think Knick-Knack is going to write a little book.
What book is he going to be writing? What is the thesis of the book?
Simple. I've come up with a title with the notes of my head written down from the it's that. That's kind of what I'm writing about.
Okay. Ooh. Okay. How long would you like to spend on this?
Well, Knick-Knack is going to probably spend a few hours writing this.
A few hours.
Magically.
Okay.
You know, add some flourish. Cool stuff.
Okay.
Or, however long I can. Has my first book been published yet? Doesn't matter. This is a penny novel.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, writing by hand or by magical plume, I guess you could use the Unseen Servant for this. Sure.
I probably use a couple Unseen Servants for this.
So, as they take dictation and write your novel for you, knowing Knick-Knack, the grammar ain't great, and there's going to be a lot of hums and he and odd side noises that are non-committal within the text.
And a massive exaggeration of what actually happened.
Oh, of course.
Obviously.
But yeah, after about 5 hours of dictation and drinking water with honey to keep your voice active, you're able to complete it.
Perfect. Now we just gotta send it to that publisher guy.
Okay. I see that, Silas. So go ahead and add 1,000 gold to your character sheet.
Thank you.
What's the likelihood of the first book being published?
Do you remember what happened to the first book?
Yeah, I got freaking donated to Candlekeep.
Mm-hmm.
But there is still the guy who published. I still gave it to somebody for publishing.
Yeah, do you remember that all printing presses in the area got burned?
Son of a bitch. I understand.
So the manuscript is still out there in Candlekeep and available to be copied. But thanks to certain wild magic surges that have happened, the publishing of the original book has hit a snag.
Well, but if we take another few days of downtime, Knick-Knack, maybe a week, you can teleport to Candlekeep and copy your own manuscript, right? Just spend a few days there.
I already wrote it. I don't remember what I wrote.
Right, that's why you go to Candlekeep, so that you look at the manuscript that's there, and then literally transcribe it. Make another copy, and then take that copy to the printer's press.
Why does he have to go to Candlekeep? Why didn't he
We gave it to Candlekeep as our ticket to introduction.
Somebody owes me money. That's how, if my book didn't get published and I paid for that shit, somebody owes me money.
What about recall memory?
Is that a thing?
Isn't there a spell to recall memory?
There's a key mine.
There
I don't-
is a keen mind, and there is an old school recall memory.
I was going to say, I think that's an older edition spell.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I love
Was
that
it
spell.
like-
Though.
Well, the other option is I just write a new book.
And Nick Nack would have
Yeah,
heard
I mean,
of
I
the
thought
Stone of
copying
Chronicles,
was
which
already
is an
written without
item
it
that would
easier.
have been able to do it. But yeah,
And I guess I'll just spend another few hours and write a copy of the book. By the way, the publishment of this is going to be paid for by a lovely arsonist and destroyer of fine arts.
Oh, fascinating. Literally not a chance in hell. But I was curious about the quality of these manuscripts, Nick Nack, but to have discovered that you write them in a few hours sort of answers my question, I guess. I don't know that I can wait.
oh.
These are masterful, and I still paid for it. You owe me money.
Okay, careful. I'll say the same thing to you I said to Liam about the Ring of Protection. We can start keeping a little notebook on wild magic searches, but nobody wants to pay me for the teleports we get. Nobody wants me to turn around and start charging you every time we get teleported out of someplace. So
I teleported you out of Chednasad.
that's true.
So, how about
How
this?
about just publication of your book?
I paid like 1,000 gold.
Ooh. Yeah, we're back to it being a hard pass for me, Nick Nack. Sorry, man. But best of luck. And I'll see you at the Temple of Sune. Hey, if you get to the Temple of Sune, I owe Anita a cocktail. I'll get you a cocktail, too. That's about the same, right? See you later. Bye.
Mhm. It's fine. It's totally fine.
It is.
Totally fine. Hey, just out of curiosity, Eric, what would happen if a nullifier gland was force-fed into somebody accidentally?
Oh, gross. You don't want to do that. Oh, man. No, that's a con save or lose magic forever.
Dude, that wouldn't be that cruel. That wouldn't be that cruel.
I would.
I mean, I wouldn't do it to Silas. I'm sure he'll pay me back eventually.
Yeah, the thing about Aeorians is you can actually eat the meat and become one.
Oh. Ew.
Yeah. Yay, MTG lore.
Cool. Cool. Neat. Well, I'm just gonna go work on stuff.
Yeah, it's like the slivers, if you ever learned about slivers in MTG. Those are gross. Alright, so Nick Nack goes off to work. Rilo, Cass, what are you guys doing? Cass is pining away over a different dagger. Much to
Yeah,
the
definitely.
chagrin-
I'm like staring off into the distance, just being like, one day.
Off to the east, yes.
Yep.
Meanwhile, the Lady in Red's like, are we going to stab someone soon?
No, I'm starting to think Rilo probably has a problem with downtime and nothing to do,
Yeah?
nowhere to go and nowhere to be. He's kind of mission oriented and he doesn't. Yeah, I don't know. I think he's probably having trouble with this.
Yeah.
Just get bored.
Liam,
Well,
what are
I
you
get
up
it, man.
to?
Yeah.
Liam, what are you up to? You working on your potions? Yes, Eric, I'm working on my potions, but I have to mute my headset because the headset's stupid.
Damn it. Okay. When everyone was quiet, I was saying something, and then Chase started talking. Like, oh, all right, but I was muted. So that's why. Oh shit. Okay. So yeah, Liam's gonna buy more herbs.
More
But
herbs.
before that, does he remember where his he met somebody at a party and they had a nice conversation. Does he remember where Julie was, by chance?
I'm sorry, where, what was?
Julie, the dwarven.
Oh, Julie's in
Right.
Suzale.
That's right.
The capital.
Yep. Never mind. Okay,
Yep.
so then he's gonna go. I'd like to catch up someday, and we'll
Hey,
go.
so I don't think we talked about what you're going to try and. Do you know what?
What happened?
We
I mean,
lost
do you know what
Rilo.
potions? I'm
There he
sorry.
goes.
Do you know what potions you want to make?
Well, I have some new ideas that I want to try. I think they'll be quite difficult to make. I want to try and make as many healing potions as possible. Some more interesting.
Make the big ones. Yep.
Yeah, make the big ones. How much gold does everyone have to spare for potions?
Well, that's what I was going to say. You can't do Heroes Feast, can you?
One sec,
No,
guys.
I don't
Be
think
right
in a.
back.
I don't think in a potion. It's. I have never heard of something like that, but I can certainly do my research.
Isn't there a potion that gives you like a bless?
Yeah,
Like
that's
ability?
I have it somewhere. Heroism, potion of heroism.
Yeah, I
I
wouldn't
want to
mind
make those. Cool.
a couple of those.
I can
And
most certainly.
and
Sorry
the
about
All good.
and the potions of invulnerability too. Those are handy.
Okay. I also want to make some potions of mana as well, just because they're. Well, it's nice to have.
Mana potions, yeah.
It's certainly nice to have. Yeah. I need to double check too. Okay. Yeah, 2 of those. And. Okay. Yes. So, how much are you willing to part?
Well, I've got quite a bit. What do you need to do some
Well-
of these? I mean, I'll even put some into the party fund for potions.
I have quite a bit, but a lot of the stuff that I want to make is incredibly expensive. So, even though I have a lot, I don't actually have a lot.
How much are you spending?
I'm personally going to be spending 10,000 gold,
Okay.
but
I'll give you 5,
Okay.
Yeah,
and that should give you. I mean, that should give you enough to do.
That's a lot.
Yeah, to be able to
That's a
do
lot.
what you want to do, and then some of our regular stock, I guess.
Does anyone else want to? So Cass and Rylo's. Anybody else?
Mm-hmm. Silas still has to buy drugs and tattoos.
Well, come back to me with that because we're still spending a few more days, so that's fine.
Oh, totally.
Um,
Yeah, I mean, you'll still get them. You'll get them like the next day. In terms of game time, I'm trying to do all these errands on day one, and spend the rest of the time just chilling. So, yeah, you'll get them like
Okay.
you'll get the money like that night or the next morning. I just don't know
Cool.
how much it'll be.
So then he'll collect the money and set it in in one pouch and like have it ready for when everyone else has their contributions, and he'll spend the rest of the day reading his manual,
Okay. Cool.
which he has
So-
13, 14 hours on currently.
I have you listed as 16, so you're going
16?
to 24.
I'll spend how long have we been shopping for?
You'll by the time you guys get done shopping and doing all your alchemy, it's going to be about 6 o'clock at night. Eat dinner and then read until midnight.
Well, he's not going to be doing any alchemy tonight. That's going to be in the next few days. So he's
Alright,
gonna wait
eat
until
dinner
we get
and then
back.
read. Yeah.
Okay.
So 8 hours.
Cool.
All right.
All right.
Anita
We're there.
and Silas went to the Temple of Sune. Who all went with them?
You went with us, right?
Who did?
Liam?
Sorry.
Did
Or Cass?
Was that directed at me? Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, I will. Yes, whatever the detour is for drug finding, but yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know where on the way to the temple or on the way from the temple to tattoos. But if it's at the temple, we can all get beauty treatments, or like Cass and I can hang out while Anita does devotions, or however that works.
Whatever religious-y thing. Yeah.
As you guys let Anita go off to do her religious-y things, quote unquote, Cass, you are
Have fun
tapped on the
praying.
shoulder.
Mm.
As you turn, you are met with a pair of lips upon your own. And she pulls back. She smiles.
Oh,
"Been a
hey,
long
boo.
time, Cass. How you been?"
Good. We didn't die in Shed Assad, as you can see. So, like, that's great.
I'm glad to hear it. I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw, by the way.
Yeah, that's right.
Sounds about right.
Awesome. You are now charmed by her. For the next 20
Perfect.
hours.
Oh, but
Great.
you were before, so it doesn't matter.
She wasn't already. Excuse me.
Yeah.
So she smiles at you and at Silas. So I'm glad you made it back. Okay, I just got back from a little bit of a detour myself. I had a couple deals to make, but I hear you're in the market. Abram?
Yeah. We didn't bring.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna bring those mushrooms you asked for, because I know, and I point at Silas, you want some special kind of magic-y sood that we don't really make, but I didn't see any of the mushrooms in the Underdark. So you're gonna have to
that's
settle
a
for the...
shame. That's a
Yeah.
shame. Well,
Sorry
whatever
about
you
that.
got, I'll trade for, and of course, I can always trade you some of the good stuff. I just got done with the trip to Najara, so I got some really good exotic things.
I'm just looking for. Yeah, I mean, do you have any like new colors of suit that I wouldn't have, like new effects for suit? Or are you talking something a little bit more
She
adventurous?
smiles. Oh, bro, mine's so small. Think outside the box sometimes.
Yes, Silas.
I've got 6 colors. Have you tried all 6?
I have. I've gotten to be something of a connoisseur. I'll take red. If you've got, I'll take some.
Of
They're
course.
50 apiece, right? So I'll do 3
I'm
red.
sorry, but the prices had to go up because certain someones didn't provide me with spores from the Underdark.
I just stand there with that grimace smile.
That sounds
So
punitive.
it's going to be 75 gold for each today.
And yet, I don't feel like if she gave you those mushrooms, the price would have been, we would have gotten a discount.
She smiles.
Yeah.
She smiles oh so not so sweetly at you.
Interesting. You know, some people in the world are determined to make friends.
Indeed I am.
Okay. I'll take 3 red stewed, 3
Okay.
yellow stewed, and then what extortionist price have we settled on for the Black Star today?
Oh, you know, 500 gold sounds fair, don't you? Don't you think? Cass, you agree with me, don't you?
Totally agree, T. Like, that's a very
Totally.
reasonable price.
Of course. See, Cass agrees.
Yeah. Fascinating. Fascinating attitude towards
As she
business.
plays with
She's just
Cass's
gonna know myself.
jawline.
I'm gonna save the Black Star suit for a different occasion, but I'll take 3 red and 3 yellow.
Okay. She will absent-mindedly do the trade with you.
Great. And I will
And
step
you
off to the
sneak
side
seconds.
with like a book or something, and to leave the two of them alone.
Yep.
I was gonna say, this
As
isn't
you-
weird for you, is it?
As
Bye,
you are
Cass.
definitely third wheeling it, and the moment that he leaves, she pats you on the cheek, Cass. Always a pleasure, Cass. And she walks away.
Bye.
Yeah.
Bye. Bye.
She sachets in only that way that someone who you absolutely must look after can sachet.
You guys like, wait, no, wait, damn it.
You,
It's
you
fine.
hate to see her
everything's fine.
leave, but you love to watch her
Love
go.
to watch her walk away. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cass, why don't we after this visit that room we visited last time to buy food from?
Oh, yeah, sure. That like secrety hallway corridor shadowy
Yeah, something
room.
in an alley, and then we go into a room, and then we put down an amount of gold, and we say what we want in exchange, and then
And
the
it just
lights
kind of
go off and
poof.
on, and then
Yeah. Okay,
Cass,
sure.
you have a dose of Dream Lily in your inventory. Go ahead and add that.
Dream
in there.
Lily. Ooh. Okay.
She would have.
I don't know what
left
that
you with
means, but it sounds amazing.
It's basically I poisoned myself to avoid death.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. They're so much fun.
Yo. Oh wow.
You had
Okay.
one in the past.
No, I don't. Not. It's possible I have, but I don't remember. But no, I
Okay.
don't. This feels new to Delaney, at least.
I thought it was Dream Lily. Was
she's giving it to me. She's giving it to me. in
Oh
person.
yeah. Cool.
All right, Anita, do you do anything special or interesting at the temple? Are you buying anything or upgrading anything, or just?
I am. I mean, I'm when I walk away from the group and go over to talk to the clerics. I am going to be talking to them about I'm going to show them my flute of fascination, and talk to them about possible upgrades for the flute, and see if they have any thoughts for me or ideas on how I might be even more charming than I already am.
They smile. Well, we can do a little bit of work on it. It's kind of bland, if we're to be honest. Let's add some decorations to it. How do you feel about bedazzling?
I love bedazzling.
They will take the flute with you into the crafting room, and they will add silver and black tassels to it, and they will engrave the flute's mundane surface with some whorls and filigree work. It looks gorgeous. It looks like it's been improved a little bit. And they're going to smile at you and thank you for your previous service to the Temple of Sune and give it to you for free.
Wow. Well, I mean, I'm overwhelmed. The least I can do is play you a song, and Anita will.
They will pause and say, "That's not necessary."
I didn't mean on the flute. I just meant in general that I would perform for a while.
Very well, very well, very well. Thank you.
I am. While I'm there, I'm going to ask them about the candles that we have used in the past, and see if that's something that the temple sells to like make money on the side.
They do sell them. They cost. Ready for this one? 3,500 gold each.
3,500 gold.
They ain't cheap.
Yeah. I will. I mean, I think we have one left in the party, but I will talk to the party about that and see if anyone would like to go in on getting another one, or if we feel like one is enough for.
We're out. Actually, we used our last one.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we still had one left. Okay.
No.
No, we used the last
But
one.
here's the embellished flute of fascination.
Wow.
Yeah.
Holy
better.
crap. Yeah. 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 This is quite amazing. Anita will once again thank them, and yeah, she will offer to play for free, of course, in order to.
They will prevent you from using the flute inside the Temple of Sune.
Yes, I will not use this. I will simply pull out my dulcimer, and I'll probably play them the song about the death of Charity. So.
Ooh, that's kind of macabre.
Well, kind of an upbeat tune for Anita.
It's an upbeat tune as I tell you about the death of my sister.
Exactly.
It's Rilo's favorite.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm getting
man.
big like Alanis Morissette vibes from the song.
Wouldn't it be ironic?
Don't you think?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like rain.
Indeed. Yeah. But that was all that Anita was hoping to do while she was here. So on the candles, she'll get back to them. But this is amazing. And she'll hang out and have drinks and do some songs for the cleric order.
Yeah, Liam, I thought it wasn't going to do that, but yeah, cool, Anita, yeah, you're going to go ahead and do the songs there. Yeah, let's see here. Yeah. All right, yeah, let me go ahead and fix this here. Cool. All right, so as you're doing the performance for the clerics, let's go ahead and roll a performance check, please.
Sure.
Can this be like when I wandered off because I was third wheeling? I'll catch Anita and I'll join her for a bit and help her out.
Sure. All right. Yeah.
I'm gonna again stick to my I'm using prestidigitation and minor illusion to more give you a background orchestra and little fireworks and color based
I just love that
stuff.
She starts to play on the dulcimer by herself, and then all of a sudden, a 25-string
Disney level. Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Absolutely.
He knows what he's good at, and it's not playing an instrument himself or singing himself. It's just it's doing amplification style backup with magic.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to be the sound guy for her music.
Exactly.
Nice.
Okay.
How far away is the tattoo parlor from the temple?
It's down on the docks at the bagel shop.
Not that close.
Just
what
south
about,
of the harpoon shop.
What about Cass's secret?
That's
shop?
in the center of town. If you guys want to go visit the alleyway.
Yeah, I mean, I'll wait for. I don't know if we have other scenes with other folks, but I think when we leave the Temple of Sune, we'll head to the docks by way of the center of town. So we'll hit the alleyway, and then we'll hit the tattoo parlor. And then Silas is good for all of the rest of his downtime. He'll hand the rest of his gold off to Liam and expect to spend the rest of the week or few weeks just chilling.
Okay. So, as Cass and Silas head down the alleyway, is there anything you want to do before leaving the Temple of Sune, Cass?
No, I think I'm sufficiently charmed and floating on air and thinking about almost picking the petals off the dream lily and then deciding, no, don't do that.
Okay.
Yeah, do wait until Anita is
She
ready to
does
leave
me.
as well.
She
so
does
that
me
we're going
not.
as a group.
She does me.
Exactly.
If Cass and Silas are in the temple with Anita, she will mention to them that the candles are for sale for 3,500 gold if they would like to chip in.
Yeah, I gotta probably, but I gotta run some errands first. Come with us if you're done here.
Oh, yeah,
I mean, you
yeah.
don't have to if you're not.
No. I'll finish my song, and I mean, yeah, they gave me the flute.
Oh,
for
you
free.
stopped mid-song? Oh, how weird. Oh, well, you should probably go finish it then. Yeah.
I will definitely. Yeah.
They're probably really confused, wondering why you ran over here.
Yes.
It's dramatic rest in the middle of the song.
There's a dramatic pause. You have to
nice.
leave the audience.
Oh, I heard about
more.
that.
Leave the audience
yeah.
wanting more. That's the old rule.
Got it.
You know, it's all about the anticipation.
Exactly.
Well, yeah. We'll head out. We'll head to the alley, as it were.
Okay. As you guys walk up to the end of the alley, standing there is the familiar white hooded form of a Aarakocra with a long black beak with a gold ring in the end of his beak. He opens the door to the right as Cass walks up, and from under the hood you can see the two black orbs narrow in suspicion of Silas.
Oh, he's fine.
I look like your I look like your typical customer. Yeah, just
He's almost totally harmless. Yeah, exactly.
You are allowed to walk in with Cass. And as you guys walk in, the table is lit from above. It's the only thing in the room, and you hear the door slam shut behind you, leaving you in absolute silence.
He'll give a deferential glance at Cass in case Cass wants to do it, but he feels like he's figured it out.
And I just sort of like gesture. Yeah, I gesture at the table with the like one spotlight on it.
I put a bag of 500 gold on the table, and I ask for, or I say 2 doses of Black Star Suit, because that's what it cost the last time I bought it here. So I'm hoping let's do the same.
As you do that, you hear a familiar chuckle somewhere in the shadows. And 1 dose of Black Star Suit appears on the desk. Your coin is all gone except for 1 gold coin that spins around like a top directly on top of the table.
Damn.
Fascinating. Silas will
You recognize
Silas
the
will stand
giggle
up.
from...
Oh, of course they do. Yeah, I got it. Silas will stand up, and he'll leave the gold spinning on the table. Silas will stand up and walk to the exit, open the door, hold it open for Cass. If Cass leaves first, he'll just say to the empty room, like, "Surprise gold is well, it's just gold, T." And he'll leave.
As the door closes behind you, you will hear the same chuckle from the Aarakocra person in the alleyway. Almost like it's mimicry.
Okay. And I take my single dose of Black Star Suit, and I walk with Cass and Anita to the tattoo parlor.
As you guys walk in, Ekte is there. She smiles at you, her red skin shining in the afternoon sun, her black horns polished and sharp as ever. She offers you all bagels and cream cheese and gets you guys ready for dinner.
Ready for dinner? All right.
Yeah. She smiles. So, is there anything else I can get for you today? And she sees you guys down at the various tables at the bagel shop.
Right. Silas will just itch at the little bit of the last tattoo he got here that's remaining on his forearm that's visible.
Sure.
And say, just looking around for something in particular. Haven't found it yet. Can't find it right now. And glance around. How many people are in the shop?
There's a couple other people in the shop. There's like 2 or 3. They look very normal. They are definitely normies from your
Yeah.
perspective, normal citizens.
He'll put the ball in her court and just say, I'm patient. I'm sure I'll find it. To see if she wants to usher me somewhere now or if she wants to wait until they've left or something.
She smiles, and this is the first time you've ever gotten to see all of her teeth. They are all filed down to points. And she smiles. I'm sure you'll find it eventually. Perhaps in a moment. Enjoy your dinner. And
If she
you're
ever
left
bites her
with...
tongue, that must be a bitch.
Oh, yeah.
Like, ow.
Oh, yeah. Ow. Absolutely. But some people like that. Anyway. After about another 15 minutes, the people who were eating their bagels will get done. They will thank her for the meal, and they will head out after paying her for the bagels. She will close the door behind them, lock it, and draw the blinds.
There we go.
And she turns. Come on, it's time that you find what you're looking for. And she will walk to the back and gesture for you guys to follow.
Yeah, if anybody else is getting tattooed, if you've gotten something you wanted, first, second level, it's on me. Happy to buy it. Tattoos for everybody, like a round of drinks, except probably 30 or 35 times the price. Come on, let's do it. It'll be fun.
So anyone going with?
I mean, Anita's gonna hang out. She's not gonna. She doesn't have any tattoos to get this round.
Okay.
As you guys, hang in that.
I don't really either, but I appreciate the offer nonetheless.
Yeah,
cool. I'll be right back.
Liam will also politely decline.
Okay. You guys are left with a variety basket of bagels and cream cheese and jellies and jams. And
that's the real reason I'm here. Bagels.
Yeah, it's the bagels.
I mean, Silas is getting bagels. So
yeah, there's blueberry and garlic and Parmesan bagels. There's all sorts.
There's nothing as beautiful as a blueberry bagel with some blueberry cream cheese. Oh
yeah, there's all sorts of great ones.
Yeah,
as you walk through the door, it's a heavy black wooden door with black iron bindings. As you walk through, you recognize the familiar plush red throne. And you're walked over to it and gestured to sit down in it. And what are we looking for today? As she opens a book of flash with a flash.
At least 2 dimension door. And I think last time that took up like half of my back. But my back is currently empty, so we can do both sides of that with 2 dimension door if that works for you.
Absolutely, we can do that. Certainly.
And I don't.
Door. Yep. Dimension door. My scrolls go. There we go. Dimension door is going to cost you 350 gold each.
Done. And then, do you happen to have? It's an uncommon spell, so perhaps not. But do you happen to have the 5th level spell called Destructive Wave?
She smiles, of course.
Might be a good thing for the back pocket.
That might be an unfortunate placement. Would you care to place it somewhere else?
Yeah. 5th level. Jesus. What do I currently have? Well, I have a whole arm free. It's probably a whole sleeve, but would a whole arm do?
Absolutely. Just
Okay. Well, my whole left arm is free
placing
right
the
now.
destructive wave in a back pocket position would be
Comical.
regrettable. Comical and regrettable. Yes.
Yep.
So she will strap your arm down and dip her long black fingernails in the ink and smile at you. So, while I do this, you tell me what you've been up to, or at least try. At least
Can I
try.
give her?
And so she begins piercing your arm with her fingernails.
Yep. And I attempt here. We'll see how good I do. I attempt to. Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
decent job. Some pauses for breath of talking about our exploits under no real specifics about like we were looking for, but general like. And then we fought this monster, and then Knick-Knack did this cool thing, and then Rilo just killed everybody, and then like just sort of
Wow.
going on.
He's the one with the great muscles, right? The glorious hair.
He is. Yeah, that's what he's known for. Yep.
Is he known for anything else? She lasciviously implies.
Yeah. I know a couple of people who are dying to find out. So you let me know if you do.
Oh, I wouldn't. It never makes business and pleasure. But tell us the rest. So roll over, darling. I'm going to do both at the same time. And you feel claws enter your back.
Sure.
And she's going to tattoo both dimension doors at the same time using both hands.
Good thing we got the 20, because otherwise I'd probably be passing out.
Yeah. This.
How much would the destructive wave be if I were to add that?
Oh, she didn't ask you about that. She was just going to go ahead and do that, but that was going to be 700 gold.
Oh, okay. I was asking you to. She okay, great.
Yeah. She waited until after she was done before she told you the price.
Fair enough.
Yeah, no, not fair.
I've done 5th level spells before. I knew that they were.
Yeah.
I mean, he would have pushed it if he cared, but I've bought 5th level spells before. I had a rough estimate of what it would be. That's in the range. Cool.
Yeah. Plus, she doesn't charge too much for her tattooing, which is why you're a repeat customer.
No, I'm happy to come back. Yeah, exactly. I am happy to visit. Awesome. Well, thank you so much. And I
Yeah,
have
after you're done,
Rilo and Knick-Knack, if they're there, you guys sure you don't want anything?
she will lick her fingers clean as you are walking out.
Well, Rilo's good. Yeah, he's got a couple of tattoos. He's got what he needs.
Great. Yeah.
One of these days,
head
I'm
on.
going to put a destructive wave on someone's butt cheek and have them use it. It's going to be hilarious.
It will be pretty funny. Yeah, you have to admit.
Because they have to turn to use it. Okay.
Turn the other cheek.
Turn the first cheek.
Oh my God. Damn it. How dare you?
It's like, don't feed the GMs bad jokes.
Yeah, anything anybody else wants to do today besides like getting, good food and good drink and relaxing? Is there anything else, any errands anybody else wants to run or anything like that? He looks at the group.
Again, I just want to stop back by the temple to pick up one of those candles. If other folks want to do that, I don't have the money to do it on my own, but I think it'd be good for the group.
So, how much would a scroll of legend lore cost? And then how much are the candles?
The candles are 3,500. The legend lore. Legend lore. Legend lore is a 5th level spell, so that would be 700 gold. for the tattoo, 650
Plus
for the scroll.
But we have to also, it's plus the what is it? The components are worth 450 gold. So does that just gets added to the spell cost?
Yeah, it gets added on top of it, so it's 1,000 gold.
1150.
Yeah,
2000.
1,000 gold for Legend Lore ish.
I've got it. I mean, does anybody want to help out? I mean, I've got it.
Actually, I not to take too much time going back and role playing, but like I've got some green dragon essences that I would sell.
Sure.
How much would those be?
Those would be 500 gold each.
500.
They have become
They're the
very
named
common.
dragon.
Yeah.
Wait,
green
that
dragon
was the
essences
name
are-
one, right?
Yeah, it was the named one. It was not a average green dragon. I don't remember her name.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Yisla. Yisla.
There you go.
Okay. So yeah, we'll bump that up to 1,000 gold each. Sure.
Okay, so that's 2,000, which is basically what I needed to get that candle. But I also have Butcher Essence and...
Butcher Essence I already sold for, I think it was 3k?
3k each.
Okay, so if I sell the 2 Butcher Essence and the 2 Green Dragon, that's
8,000.
Yeah, so I'm going to add 8,000 gold, get rid of those, if that works.
Okay.
for her.
Sure. That works for Judith.
And that works for Judith. And then, so Anita will buy the candle if others want to light. And, Anita will buy the candle if, Rilo, you want to get the scroll. And then we can hang out at the temple and do some casting.
All right, I'll pay for the scroll.
Cool. So you get a scroll of legend lore.
And Anita, are you buying 1 candle or 2?
I
can throw. It's not much, but I can. I have 1,500 left, so I was gonna throw 500 towards some sort of group thing, like the candle or the scroll, and 1,000 at Liam for potions.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, I'll buy 2 candles and then give. Why don't you give the rest to Liam? So I'll get a second.
Okay, so I'll give you 500 gold to help you with the candles, and I'll give Liam 1,000 gold for potions. You're muted, but I'm hoping to cut. Okay, great, cool.
All right, I will also give Liam 1,000 gold.
Oh, sweet. This is the most amount of gold I've ever had, ever, and
Not
what's
for
it's
long.
going to be. Yeah.
What are the names of the candle? Is the candle of the temple hearth, right?
Candle of the Temple Hearth. Yep.
Okay, I'm adding those to my character sheet, or we can put them in the bag of holding. Like I'm okay with them being in the bag of holding too. But there's one.
Why don't we do 1 and 1? Why don't we put 1 in the bag of holding and 1 you carry person?
All right, sounds good. Works for me. So Anita's going to suggest we go, if we're going to cast Legend Lore, that we go back to the temple and get a private room.
Whoa, Eric, that your mic
Is that better?
That's better.
Yes.
Yes.
I wonder where that happens.
Does that work for everybody?
Yeah,
Yeah, go back to the temple.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah. They have some private rooms there we can hang out and have drinks and do some casting.
Okay. So you guys find the private room, able to go and reserve that. What would you like to cast Legend Lore on?
Hey, do we want to get help from the temple while we do this?
I think, so Anita might call some of the clerics to come in and help, since this is the first time that she's ever cast a spell like this.
Okay.
and we're concerned about possible blowback too.
Yeah, we're
Casting
also
it.
got some blowback. So Anita is going to try to cast legend lore on Patty.
Ooh. Alrighty. Campaigns, so that's why. Content.
PPA.
No,
Yeah, right.
content file.
Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun.
Somebody
Alright.
push record.
I already did at the start of the session. Alright, and I gotta get legend lore specifically information here. Significant lore about the thing you named, lore in my current tales for stories. Okay.
Now I understand there's a possible loophole there. However,
Yeah.
he does answer to Paddywhack, because if we
Yeah.
call his name, he'll respond sometimes.
Oh no, he absolutely does. Especially if Nick says it. Alright. So as you guys cast the spell for legend lore on Paddywhack, is Knick-Knack there?
No,
No.
I'm writing books.
Okay.
Oh no! Wait! I
Oh,
thought
we
we were
do
gonna do
wait
that
when
while
you
he
get back
was-
to the thing? I thought we did that at the Temple of Sune.
Yeah, we just headed to the Temple of Sune. Yeah.
I was not there with you.
The simulacrum was.
Hmm.
So a Knick-Knack is with you. However, this one isn't wearing a hat.
That's how you know it's the real one. Wearing the hat.
Yeah. So, Knick-Knack.
Hmm.
You're gonna black out for a moment here.
Oh.
In a little bit, you will wake up and find your pen has made a bit of a blot on the page where you were writing, and you'll have blacked out for about 5 minutes. Okay.
Oh shit.
Okay. It's gonna be like the Hangover. We just turned this session to the Hangover?
No. As you
Do I have to catch
guys,
Young in the bag of holding?
Never mind.
as you guys do legend lore on Paddywhack, it takes a moment for the spell to take hold, and it's almost like there's a resistance and a ward behind it. Let me get this sound here. So as the spell goes off and the last incantation is fired, the spell crackles and gives a voice from the priest that's helping you cast this. The demon known as Paddywhack was imbued in the form of the famous capitalist Knick-Knack Cicelli upon his 21st birthday by the priestess Gwendolyn. This blessing was in result for her having been cheated out of valuable coin during a purchase of what he referred to as a valuable trinket. It turned out to be nothing more than paste, but she decided to provide a blessing of Shar upon the entrepreneur.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
The
For fuck's sake, Nick.
blessing of Shar will manifest itself in time as it grows with the power of the person it has imbued, eventually hatching forth into a fully formed fiend. The form of Paddywhack is essentially going to convert Knick-Knack into itself over time. The power hunger that he exhibits from the Quizilla and attempt to gain more and more knowledge is not necessarily that of Knick-Knack himself, because prior to the blessing, that was not a thing that Knick-Knack acquired. He had no magical powers prior to the blessing of Shar, and so all of his magical aptitude is thanks to Paddywhack and the infusion of magical energy. So, as Paddywhack gets stronger and stronger, there's a real risk that he will emerge as the victor and owner of the body and manifest himself in his true form, being unleashed upon Toril under the service of Shar. There may be a way to stop this. However, blessings of Shar are not curses, but rather true blessings for those who worship Shar. Unfortunately, at the time, Knick-Knack had stated that he didn't really give a crap about any of the gods or goddesses, and so did not have any protection from such an influence. And so, even though he didn't directly worship Shar, he was able to be influenced by her magic. There could be ways to bypass it, etc., but Paddywhack will eventually reach a point where he's going to take over. He is able to be pushed back into the abyss for certain periods of time, either through defeat, which you guys have figured out, or by healing the host to prevent the damage that caused him to lose control of his own body. Because that's not Paddywhack taking control, it's Knick-Knack losing control of his body. So that's the healing effect, that you guys are able to heal Knick-Knack back up to prevent the assumption of the form. So, there's Paddywhack uses a Shadow Blade and likes to cast indiscriminate spells that hit the maximum number of targets possible, even to the point of including himself within the ranges, if necessary. He has no care for Knick-Knack's body other than the fact that it will allow him to manifest on the mortal plane. So, at some point when the blessing has come to fruition, he won't need Knick-Knack anymore to just simply walk the earth. So, yay! At that point, the spell will end, and
hang on. If you see in the chat, I was waiting for it to conclude, but for RP purposes, so he'll say, and you said the woman who cast this curse on him was named Gwendolyn?
Yes.
And Silas is going to say, tell me more about that. And echo legend lore. And his eyes will go. He'll glow whatever color they're glowing, like his magic.
Oh, wow.
And I'm going to say, tell me more about that.
Man.
Fucking legend lore, am I right?
Echoing into
That's
Gwendolyn.
sweet.
All right, so Silas begins quoting lore about the high priestess of Shar in Sembia named Gwendolyn, who is well known for her tricks and manipulations of political parties and her high-end lifestyle, which is counter to the Temple of Shar, because the Shar is all about entropy and nothingness, whereas Gwendolyn likes to dress in fine robes and jewelry and have a variety of magical items at her disposal, along with a number of slaves and servants. She's not as nihilistic as the church she serves would indicate. That said, she is not opposed to simply destroying people and disintegrating them at will for innocuous reasons. You may mess up the temperature on her coffee, and she will Karen you to death. That is very much in her culture and her bearing. The blessing of Shar upon Knickknack was one of many she has done over the years, but is one of the more powerful ones. She is also known to take children from parents around Sembia in order to indoctrinate them in the ways of Shar for future use as assassins, killers, politicians, and various clergy in the Sharan Temple.
Silas breaks for a second, goes really quickly. The magic like does a little like record scratch, like, "Er," and I give Liam a wink and say, "Don't worry, I'm sure it doesn't mean anything," and then keep going.
He just like, I couldn't be me.
Specifically, the attachment to the monastery of the distressed body and the Moondaggers is a direct link between the Church of Shar and Gwendolyn, as she provides the monastery of the distressed bodies with various young men and women
Applicants?
from around Toro.
Yeah. Okay, but
Quote unquote applicants.
did we get like where she?
Well,
I guess we knew where she resides.
Still not done yet.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, all good. She is based out of Saarloon, and she is also known for having made deals with certain liches and witches and warlocks and a variety of evil forces and powers to further her goals as the High Priestess of Shar, and is highly competitive against the other priestesses and priests, as she is not opposed to murder in order to further her own goals within her own organization. Lastly, the Moondaggers and a certain individual known as Charity and Gwendolyn have been seen in cahoots at several points around the world, but most recently in Saarloon several weeks ago. So that may put a little bit of a it would indicate that Charity had been in Saarloon prior to seeing you guys in Erebor. So just as a timing thing, that's where she would.
Oh yeah, it hasn't been that long for sure.
So, putting two and two together, you can get the idea that something was up at that point between Gwendolyn and Charity. And that's where the spell's going to fade as far as the information goes.
That was productive.
At this point, Knickknack, you wake up in your room.
Okay.
You look around, and all of your simulacrums are staring at the walls, blank-faced.
Wake up. What's up, guys?
After a little while, you're able to stir the simulacrums by tapping back into their magical attachment to you. But it took a moment. Almost like it got disconnected from the server.
Oh boy. All right. Well, that was strange.
So I'm assuming same thing would have happened to the simulacrum that was with the party,
Yeah.
right?
The simulacrum that's with the party is staring at the wall and isn't moving. Because you're not there to fix it.
Hey, buddy, how you doing?
Knickknack
Feeling okay?
stares. He doesn't move.
I'm sure he's fine.
I think it's broken. Unfortunately, he didn't leave anybody with the instructions on how to fix.
But fixing Knickknack, I don't think there's any fixing that.
Can I?
You think we can gain information? We can gain information on how to remove a blessing of Shar? Someone in the temple would know.
Actually, soon. I mean, if any temple other than Shar's would know, this would probably be the only one, so we should ask.
Yeah.
I mean, plenty of clerics just overheard both legend lords. We'll ask them for their take.
Yeah, the ones that are in, like, do they have anything to share as far as like?
The one guy that was casting the legend lore that you echoed has pissed himself in fear over the situation.
So he's not helpful.
He is. The helpfulness of this is the hopelessness with which he views the situation.
Come on, guys. This is just Monday morning for us. You gotta step it up.
Yeah, really gotta. Yeah.
Not everyone
any
gets to fight world-ending dangers every day.
No,
Did any of the clerics give Liam a weird look when he started looking uncomfortable about Gwendolyn and how she picks her people?
I'm sorry, what was the statement?
Did Liam receive any weird looks from any of the other clerics about his involvement previously with Gwendolyn?
No, because they didn't. You didn't tell them about your association with them.
Okay. Well, I thought no, that's fine.
So they don't know that you're associated with Gwendolyn or the monster of the distressed body. So they would not have any frame of reference as to why to be disturbed.
All right. So, what do you guys think?
I mean, does it make sense to for us to? I mean, first of all, I think that we probably want to have this conversation after the clerics leave, but I'm wondering if we should target Gwendolyn as a way of freeing.
Yeah.
Well, I think this further solidifies that we need to get this done sooner rather than later.
We are doing it sooner rather than later. Our plan. Yes. Like, specifically sooner rather than later.
I mean, like,
I
next.
mean, changes. I disagree. I don't think that this changes anything, and I think that the point of going to the Rokugan first was so that we were better suited to face our enemies. I don't think that stopped being true, based on what we learned today. In fact, I mean, what we learned today was fascinating, and most of it kind of sucked, but I don't think it changed anything. We knew that the only place to fix this, really, was probably in a Temple of Shar itself. That hasn't changed. We knew that the lady who did it to him was probably sick, twisted, and powerful. Check, check, and check. Like, what have shifted? Nothing's funny.
Heirloom is not where we were thinking that we would go to, right? Like, was that always where we thought that this magic was originating from?
Oh, that was a city in the country of Sembia. Is that wrong? Am I?
Heirloom is the capital of Sembia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So it would be part of the same trip that we were always going to take to that same temple to solve a few problems. But I still think we'd be much better suited to solve those problems if we can get. Hell, now we have another person to ask the Rokugani, like, do you have this person's true name? Or can we find it in the form of Gwendolyn? But I don't want to pass on the opportunity to get that before we face her.
Yeah, the Rokugani is close by, right? Like, geographic.
Well, they have an embassy here, but that's up to you guys if you want to go visit the embassy or visit the country. That's up to you guys.
The country
And then
teleportation, right?
yeah, everything's next door when you teleport.
Yeah.
Now, I'll say this: we did have a plan to do a quick pit stop at Whitestone in between the Rokugani and Sembia, and the point of
Someone's
that
been
pit
watching
stop
too
was
much
to
Critical Role. It's white steel.
White Steel. Yes, you're right. Sorry.
Busted.
My bad. Earlier today, in fact, But we were planning on making a pit stop there on the way to Sembia. It was going to be quick, but I do think we can probably, unless Ryla wants to continue it for other matters, the main point was to try and solve the paddywhack problem. But I think we've learned that, like, yeah, we're only solving it in Sembia.
I think we can stop by. I think we need to stop by White Steel. I mean, I'm thinking 24 hours tops. I mean, we only need to stop by for a day, depending on how much trouble they've gotten into, which I don't know. I think player wise, I think they're not in as much trouble as we originally thought. There was a Fey presence there probably influencing them, but it sounds like another group is taking care of that for us. We'll discover that. Yeah, I think we can just stop for a day. Rilo needs to check in, and my upgrades, my upgrades are really going to come from there, I think. I don't think I can go to Judas and get my upgrades the way that I've built this character. Yeah.
No, that makes sense. But okay, but that's still fast, and Sembia is still soon. But the Rokugani trip is all about getting the necessary tools to succeed in Sembia and at the Forgotten Fortress.
But it's hugely different, though, that I feel like we sort of have a target now, whereas I feel like before we were sort of guessing as to what we needed to do.
Yep, I agree. Yeah, we got a lot of information.
Yeah, I think this was huge.
No, I don't think that it was fruitless. I think the information is useful. I just think that, like, it doesn't change any major timing, because we'll still need to talk to the same people. Now we have better questions we can ask those people, and more stuff we can try to ask them about to get prepared. But I just meant I didn't think it, like, made a tectonic shift in the timing.
Yeah, I don't have an opinion about that one way or the other. I was just thinking that, like, now it just feels more laser focused now than it was before. After the legend lore, and like we've all said, like, the legend lore was just amazing. We got a lot of information.
Yep. Well, why don't we talk to the embassy this week and see what they say, and go from there? Cass, Knick-Knack? Oh, if Knick-Knack is still malfunctioning, I think I'm gonna have to just dispel this little guy.
I think that's a great idea. Don't dispel me, otherwise you'll be $2,500.
You fixed it from afar? You can fix it from...
Roll an Arcana check, Knick-Knack.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, he fixed it.
I like that.
Yeah, he fixed it from afar. I was going to make him do it 26. So, yeah.
Saves me the spell slot, and I didn't know what to do with the body. So, yeah, all good.
Well, it would have crumbled to dust. That's the fun part.
Oh, useful to know.
That is useful to know.
Yeah. So, Knick-Knack perks up after being threatened with the dispellation.
Oh, excellent. Well, Knick-Knack, Cass, what are your guys' thoughts about what we learned and the plan forward?
Does that mean we get to leave sooner? 'Cause, like, I'm kind of bored.
After 3 days, oh my god, that is so Cass.
Oh my god, you guys, this is bad. Relax.
I know for a fact.
This is still day 2. We're not even done with day 2 yet.
Day 3.
Day 3, but still.
Day 3.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Chill. Relax. Spend some time just drinking and doing nothing. It's fantastic.
Yes, and writing a book.
I highly recommend it. We're writing a book.
Or publishing a book.
We can make a little extra cash on the side at the Iron Boot if you guys get bored.
Oh, that sounds like fun. Do you think you can make an extra money to publish a book?
I think I could do something worth you writing a book about. How's that?
Ooh, that sounds like fun.
Is there any way for us to know, like, how close Paddywhack is to taking over Knick-Knack? Like, is that something to be able to tell?
No.
No. Interesting.
Well, no, there's no Paddywhack-o-meter.
What's that? Sorry.
There's no Paddywhack-o-meter.
There's no Paddywhack-o-meter. Yeah. That's too bad.
No whackometer. No.
Or whack-offiter.
Whack off. Whack's on.
Hey, Eric.
Yes.
Does Kerfax use glasses?
No.
Does Brad use glasses?
You've never seen him with them?
Why?
No reason.
This line of questioning concerns me.
Don't worry about it. It's okay. Oh, what about that guy who works in the potion shop? He wears glasses.
Farboiler?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. Cool. Hey, Cass.
The Simulacrum, I'm just going to talk to Cass for a second here.
Cass.
Yeah.
You know how I'm your best friend ever?
Yeah.
Do you think you could take someone's glasses?
I don't really want to take Farboilers. He's like one of my least favorite people. Like, I'd have to come up with a reason to talk to him, and like, that's just.
Yeah, but then you could take
exhausting.
his glasses as payback.
Why do you need his glasses? What are you gonna do? Is this worthwhile? Am I gonna be intrigued by this?
I'm going to make them better.
Alright, come back to me when you've practiced your pitch, and then maybe.
Okay, well, I can talk to you, but it's gotta be like, because it's gotta be really cool.
Oh, okay, got it. So, like, not in a room of other people, where it's you talking to me through a vacant-eyed.
No, it's
person.
gonna be really. You should totally do it because it's going to be amazing. You have no idea what I got planned.
All right, we'll talk. We'll talk.
It might be my greatest invention ever.
Oh wow, that is impressive. Okay, I'll pencil you in. We'll have a conversation this evening.
But can you steal them?
Maybe.
You could do it. You could be in and out in 5 seconds, and no one would bat an eye. You're so good at it. You're amazing, Cass.
Wow, flattery is one of my weak points. That is true. I'll think about it. I'll get back to you.
Okay. I'd owe you a favor.
I do like the sound of that.
A knick-knack favor. Bum bum bum. If not, I could trade it for some random guy on the street, but like, it'd be better if it was Farboilers.
Anything else you guys
could
want
also
to
just
do
buy
here at
some.
the Temple of Sune?
No, I'm good for the night.
Yeah, Nita's good.
I'm good.
And while we could buy some, we can also not buy some.
You're saving like a few silver.
Hey now, there's some logic behind that. That's not a bad idea.
Right, but the premise of that logic rests on valuing your time so little that you'd rather spend that much time than spending like 2 silver. And I value my time more than that, so I would just spend the silver.
It's the principle.
Yeah, it is a principle, and mine is valuing my own time, and yours is valuing 2 silver, and that's totally fair.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and that's why I have money.
Yeah, I don't think silver equates to how much money that you have, but I mean,
No, okay, well, your point wasn't lost on me, Knick-Knack, but fair enough. Enjoy your your money, I guess.
I will.
Do folks like Silas is going to try and just chill for that evening. I have secret plans for late night that I'm willing to RP at the table, but that I don't want to interrupt anybody else beforehand. Also, if folks decided like Rilo and Cass were bored and wanted to like kill a little bit of that at the Iron Boot, I would have more fun watching you guys kill your boredom at the Iron Boot than doing my thing. So just wanted to check in on what your thoughts were there, or if that would be even tonight or later night.
Marlo, Cass, Liam.
I would love to join in for that, but I want to finish this book first.
Fair enough. You have a few
Liam
days
is
worth
going
of
to be
stuff.
busy reading.
I kind of want to hear about your secret late night plans. That sounds enticing.
I mean, Cass, you're free to. Well, actually, no. Yeah, I forgot that was an out of character comment. Cass wouldn't. I don't think he would ask Cass for help on this one.
Nope. All right. So, as there are no plans for this evening, everyone goes to bed.
Well, hold on.
And then,
Anita will knock on Knick-Knack's door and say, as promised, if you wanted to hang out this evening to talk about the song that I was playing this morning, we can certainly do that.
Oh, for sure.
Knick-Knack?
Son of a biscuit.
Son of a biscuit.
All right. Can you repeat that, please?
I was just, Anita knocked on your door and asked you, and was making good on her promise to come back and chat about the song that she was playing this morning on the Threads of Fate, if you wanted to.
Yeah. Yes, indeed. Perfect. Thank you, Anita. Could I trouble you for some bardic inspiration, do you think?
Well, of course. And Anita will be playing a new song on her dulcimer. I'm giving you a little inspiration as well.
What spell are we working on today, Knick-Knack?
That spell.
Okay.
I
That's
need a 28. With a 17, I'm starting off at a 22.
Okay.
So guidance and bardic.
Yep. Best of luck.
So I need to roll a 2 on the bardic, which is a 1d10.
Yep.
Correct.
Nailed
All
it.
right. You gain.
Perfect.
As Knick-Knack does that laugh, you get a chill down your spine because it does sound oddly like paddywhack for just a moment.
Yeah.
Well, this
Hold on. What did we just do here?
very productive. Don't wet.
All right. Anita's just going to laugh and head back to her room for the night.
We need to force him to tell us what the fuck he's doing if we're gonna offer our help. Like, for real.
Hey, I have never done anything that has hurt the party.
Yes, you have. Yes, you have. That's total bullshit.
I just didn't do sending, but I've done things that have been more productive than sending, like Circle of Power. That was a surprise.
Yep. Yep. Anita at this point is has sort of a grudging respect / trust of Knick-Knack. So,
That's dangerous.
Very dangerous. Hey,
Eric, how long would it take
Yes,
to
sir.
transcribe a spell at that level?
At that level, let me get the timing on that. It is, it's 1, 2, it would be a 4-hour thing.
4-hour thing, and I'd have to roll
Yeah.
a what
18?
on religion?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Uh-huh.
Tough. Got it.
Is that what you're going to do?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay, that's going to mean you're going to take a level of exhaustion for not
No.
sleeping.
Then I'll sleep.
Okay.
Timing. It's all about timing.
Mm-hmm. Yep. You guys are taking a lot of downtime, but you're doing a lot during your downtime.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like, hey, downtime, oh, we're sitting on our ass doing nothing. You guys being busy. All right, so after that, everyone goes to bed and rests and will recover themselves, except for Silas. What's going on?
Correct. I take about 2 or 3 hours after dinner to just chill, maybe nap, just sit, 2 or 3 short rests, recharge my sorcery points, things like that. And I have something that I would like to do, and I'm going to do it expensively, and properly. So I'm gonna head outside. When I am, a couple hundred feet, a good 3 or 4 blocks, because I'm gonna be sprinting. So out of range of any type of defensive ward, a few blocks away from the black diamond. I'm going to cast Greater Invisibility on myself. From there, I'm going to sprint and cast a Misty Step every single turn to cover as much ground as I can. It's probably about 3 or 4 turns.
I need you
I'm
to
guessing.
roll a couple d20s, please.
Sure. We'll get them ready. There you have it.
All right.
So on my second
the
Misty
second
Step,
Misty
something
Step,
crazy happens. Yep.
Yeah. Because we used the Tides of Chaos earlier. So, D10,000, please.
Oh, I would have also, you know what? Not for nothing. Oh, no, that was a 13. I forgot to roll it for Legend Lore, but we'll just call it 13 the Legend Lore.
Okay. So that'd be the first Misty Step. So you turn invisible, and then this happens.
Great.
All right, let's see here. 8337, right?
If Anita wakes up gold again, she's going to be really pissed.
Ooh.
And can I roll my check to see what it is?
Yeah. As you go ahead and roll the Arcana check. Oh yeah, your charisma. You're right. A howl of otherworldly origin emanates from within your chest. It's bone-chilling and frightening. It is piercing to a point that it's going to go through buildings and underground and through everything in the general area. It's disturbing. And you will hear a cacophony of voices, primarily from within the Longstairs Consortium, and Judith's Intricacies and Oddities disappears. Like the entire storefront poofs.
I'm gonna have something to blame this on, or people will have something to blame this on that isn't me. This is perfect. What else is?
Yeah. But yeah, you let out this howl in the middle of the night, and as you take your first Misty Step.
Well, I mean, it emanates from nowhere, right? I'm invisible, so I'm greater invisible for anybody who's counting on like types of sea invisibility. And then I will. So I keep going. I'm sprinting. Tides of Chaos burnt. This is actually perfect. Maybe I can do this to 2 or 3 other things too, just to establish some cover. Probably on my third or fourth Misty Step and sprint. Let me mark these slots. I'm outside of the black diamond. I'm invisible. I assume there's no way it doesn't. This place is loaded up with wards. Plenty of wards. Tons of wards. Cool. I'm casting 9th level Dispel Magic on all of them using Subtle Spell while invisible. And I'm going to
9th level Dispel Magic on all the wards in the shop.
You're goddamn right. Yeah. And then I sprint away. And then
all the wards. Let's see here.
Every fucking thing.
And unfortunately, I don't think that works on all of them. Let me check here real quick.
If I target
we're
the
still-
site, then you start at the top and work your way down, but then it strips away everything that's bound to the location or like the place. If I target the place rather than a specific effect.
The entire place? One creature, an object, or
An
magical
object or
effect.
magical effect. So I'm assuming I can count the building as an object. No.
No, the building, the building is more than one object. There's many other things inside there. You can't dispel everything inside of a chest by dispelling the chest. That's not how that works. You don't get everything with.
Okay. Well, I will. Well, I'll
but
spend
let's
18
see
seconds
here.
out here doing a few of
Okay.
them.
Interesting. Okay.
Well, I'll do the first and see what happens.
Let's see here. So the first one that she's got.
And I'm doing this from 30 feet away. I don't have to touch,
Right.
or actually 120 feet away. So 120 feet away, and it's subtle spell, and I'm invisible.
Right. So the dispel magic would go off, and that one, and then that one, and that one. Let me pull up her list here because I have to. All right. Her list of wards on the black diamond. All right. So that one's gone. That one's gone. That one's gone. I'll give you that one as well. All right. So you got rid of 3 effects.
Cool. And then can I look at what are some nearby buildings? Is fire boilers nearby?
Yeah, in the other direction.
Sure. I'll hit, if it's within 120 feet of me, I'll hit him with one too.
With the 9th level dispel magic.
His can be 3rd level. They don't have to know. The point is that if anybody asks around, several buildings were targeted right after that scream. Perhaps it was random. Perhaps it was chaotic.
Okay.
So everybody else,
The
like, sorry, I got nothing
landscaping.
against Farboiler, but it's gonna happen.
The landscaping outside Mr. Farboilers perks up. The flowers bloom.
What an ass. I sort of roll my eyes and look at another building. Anything else? Like if there's like a magical fountain in the center of
Sure.
like in the street, I'll dispel that too. So it looks like this sort of magic just sort of went wild down the street.
Okay.
I'm 120 feet away. I'm invisible. I'm actually going to, even though I've got 3 rounds left, at this point, I'm going to duck into an alley and recast Greater Invisibility on myself subtly.
Sure.
So that it just re-ups for a minute. And then I peek again. Sorry, subtracting the sorcery points. And then I peek again at the black diamond. Anybody running out? Oh god, what happened? What's going on?
No, absolutely not.
Cool, fucker. I hit the building with another 9th level dispel magic. Subtly.
Okay. The building, everything on the outside of the building has been dispelled.
Okay. I sprint home. I've just
Okay.
renewed the Greater Invisibility, and I sprint back using Misty Steps. I wait outside the Longstriders Consortium until somebody else is entering or exiting, and I enter the Consortium while invisible and head back to my room. Go to bed.
Okay. The door to the Longstriders Consortium opens and closes with no one going in or out.
Well, I intended to wait. Yeah, okay. I intended to wait until like somebody else was doing it, so I could just slip in. But regardless.
Okay. Do you want to go in while the door is open?
Oh, you're saying that happens and I'm viewing it.
Correct.
Sorry. Curious. No, I've got the spell slots. I'll wait. I'll burn another Greater Invisibility subtly, just waiting for a different opportunity if that happens.
Okay. It'll take a while. At some point, a party of 3 or 4 people will arrive.
I can do this for up to like 4 or 5 minutes. Yeah.
4 or 5 minutes? Oh, no, that's going to take longer than 4 or 5 minutes. But unless your timing's
Well,
really
actually,
good,
I mean, I can. No, I forgot. On a bonus action, I can be rearranging stuff with sorcery points, so I can do it for more like 7 or 8. If I get any one person coming up for like.
yeah, that's going to be close.
Like 8
Middle of the night. So you're trying to place a 10-minute
No,
window.
well, I'm actually doing it at dawn. Sorry, I should have specified
Okay.
that. I was trying to do it like right at dawn break because I assumed the drow would be less likely to be waking up or going to bed like right after
Okay.
dawn, or at least wouldn't be
Okay.
in a moment of power.
Okay. Sure.
But I'll do some math here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2. I can do it for 10. I'd run out to 0, but I could do it for 10 minutes.
All right. So yeah, you're gonna be hard pressed to land it. Let's go ahead and let's say 2 parties come back within a 4-hour period. 4 hours would be 24. So 2, 1 in 12. Roll 1 in 12. Yeah, the timing just doesn't line up for the party to come in at the same time that you're wanting to go in. But you can go in anytime you want.
That's fine. Yeah, I'll do it because apparently what I just witnessed was that people will be able to see, that this happened. Like apparently what I just confirmed is that this happens sometimes. The door just opens and closes and nobody sees anything. So as my
Correct.
last greater invisibility is going to run out, I'll head in with that and I'll go to bed.
Okay. Cool. Interesting choice of pastimes tonight. Curious as to why you did that. Okay, so you go to bed. Everybody
Because he's
else gets a
vindictive.
long rest. Silas, are you going to take a long rest, or are you going to?
Yeah, no, I'm gonna just take a long rest. As far as anybody's aware, I'm sleeping in until very late, which isn't crazy. I mean, 3 or 4 p.m. will seem a little unusual, but nothing like too wild for Silas.
Okay. Cool.
By the way, Eric.
Um,
Oh, I'm sorry if you're not done.
no, I was done. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. With the manual, I'm trying to read more than just 8 hours a day. Would that be possible with the 2 days where we were just mainly sleeping, catch up on sleep, and figure out our next move?
I gave you 8 hours on the first one, 8 hours on the second. You've done 8 hours on the third. So you're at 24.
Right, I'm trying to finish it as quickly as possible.
No, you got to do 8 hours. It actually says, I believe it
Nope.
says that actually. No?
It says you have to spend 48 hours over a period of 6 days, so it doesn't have to be in 8-hour increments.
Okay. Well, you have to spend 6 days doing it, though.
Yeah, over a period of 6 days. It doesn't have to be
Yeah.
exactly 6.
Well, you don't get the benefit until the end of the 6th day.
No, fair enough.
Yeah. All right. So, you guys all rest up. Wake up late, I assume, for everybody. What do you guys want to do this morning? As you guys wake up at the Longstairs Consortium to a little bit of a hubbub downstairs as Brad is running around serving breakfast.
Yeah.
And you're going to see actual Knick-Knack with his hat on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. He graces us with his presence. He is beauty,
Did you
he is
know-
grace.
Did you know it was a simulacrum?
I never know anything with you, which I think is how you like it best.
Yeah, I'm a mystery.
You're an enigma, wrapped in a mystery.
Yes. With
You
a
sound
side with a side of
Sauce.
there we go. Anywho, did you think about my proposition?
I did think about it. I gotta go get some pixie dust anyway from Farboiler, so I'll bring you back a pair of spectacles.
That's nice. Thank you.
That's me.
I'm gonna
Always
keep that as
nice.
well.
I have to do some writing this morning.
Oh, writing. What are you writing about?
I'm writing a children's book.
A children's book? Is there like blood and gore in children's books? Is that a thing? I didn't read many books growing up.
I assume so, because I mean, what else do children want to read about?
Yeah, right? That's what I would have. Thank you. Okay, cool.
Ba-ba-ba.
What time of day is it right now?
Right now it would be about 9 a.m., 10 a.m.
All right. If Knick-Knack is there, Anita's going to ask if Knick-Knack would provide some guidance on her performance for the day.
Oh, I will guidance away.
Lovely, lovely.
Wow.
Fuck.
Which is amazing.
Yeah. I believe that's called Watch This.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
I'm getting real Devil Went Down to Georgia kind of vibes from this.
Yeah.
Ladies
But
and
you'll-
gents, hold my beer.
I believe you, Anita, you also have a +4 to roll.
Yes, but I've already have the 3. Yeah. So I've got a 2 and a 3. Oh, that's interesting.
That is interesting, ain't it? Look at that.
Yeah.
Fun.
Yeah. 2 almost definite failures and probable success. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Interesting. Amazing. Yeah. I mean, that's all Anita's going to be doing this morning, and maybe hanging out. Like she's, Anita doesn't have any more downtime activities, so she'll just hang out.
Okay. Cool.
She's going to get her nails done, and she wants to get little hearts on the on her index fingers on both hands.
Okay. Cool. Your hair is starting to come in, by the way.
Yeah.
It's been a good, week and a half. So your hair's actually, beyond that itchy point, you got like a number 2 going right now.
Yeah, she'll probably get that dyed. I mean, if you're going to have hair that short, you might as well go with like some coloring.
Okay. Cass, you're going to go visit Farboiler. Liam, I assume you're going to be doing your potions this morning.
Well, he said he has to go to Fireboiler to get the herbs.
Okay. Rilo, what are you doing this morning?
Oh no, I think he's packing his bags ready to go, hoping everybody else is almost ready to go.
Sitting on a suitcase.
He's got his bag out and he's putting everything in it and
Nope.
checking to make sure he hadn't left anything in the room.
Well,
We've
I
got
just realized I'm really
days,
dumb.
Be patient for a few more days, please.
I am
You want
very,
to kill
very
some
dumb.
time at like the Iron Boot or something, Rilo, or get some? I don't know. It seems like it'll be hard to convince you to just sit and drink the days away. So if you want to do something, we can do something.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean,
I knew this was going to happen when you guys are like, we're going to spend 2 weeks of downtime. I'm like, yeah, Rilo ain't going to do that.
Yeah.
yeah, that's hard. That's hard on Rilo. I mean, it's hard on Doug. I mean, my personality isn't to lounge around and, but yeah, it's hard on Rilo too. It's just not his. I don't think it's part of his nature, but I get it as far as gameplay.
As a player, I've reached a
the
point
Iron
where I can
Boot
monetize
is
like the
interesting.
rest of.
Yeah, the Iron
Sorry,
Boot's
go on.
interesting. I almost wonder if Rilo wouldn't look at the bulletin board for a job to do.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, if you go look at the bulletin board for jobs to do, there's a couple little escort gigs and some guard for a night, bouncer for a day type of gigs, rent-a-cops.
Stuff that would be like a level 1 person's like whole
Yeah.
job and taking them like a whole day, but we'll take
Yeah,
Rilo like
you're gonna get
45
5 gold
minutes,
for
in
it.
and out, get like a few gold, yeah.
Yeah. It's, sit down and be a bouncer at a bar. You get paid, but it ain't going to be a ton.
Right.
So go ahead and we'll count you as going to go do that. Let's roll. If you're going to be a bouncer for the day, let's roll an athletics check. Let's see how good you did.
Oh, he got large,
You got your ass handed to you as a bouncer.
Oh,
That's pretty bad. That's pretty
Holy-
bad for Rilo. Yeah.
So they'll pay you the 1 gold for showing up, but because you got trucked by one of the patrons, you're done.
Holy shit.
Rhino is a lot stronger than that, though. Like, in combat, he's crazy. So, like, should it be athletics plus his
Yeah,
level?
but he's not trying to kill the dude. He just got shoved out of the way. So you get paid a gold for your work today.
Yep, that figures.
Anita's going to go talk to this guy and tell him to leave Rilo alone.
Oh man, we're going to do random dude. All right, random dude. All right, random dude. Intimidating this guy, and we're going to go ahead and do this wisdom saving throw. All right, as Anita walks up and goes full Karen on the dude's ass, he will eventually leave the bar.
Amazing.
And
He won't be
yeah.
back.
he won't be back anytime soon. But yeah, Anita has intimidated the dude that knocked Rilo down. All right, so Knick-Knack's going to continue doing his spell casting upstairs, I believe.
Actually, I'm an idiot and realized I could have made this a lot easier on myself, which is standard knickknack, and I'm going to do that today. How much would it be to buy 6 scrolls of that type from Judith?
The same type.
Yep.
I believe that we said 350 gold each.
Yep, that's cheap. Okay. So that's
So-
2,100 gold.
21, yeah.
God, I spend so much money. It's not even funny. 4646.
Even worse when you rhyme.
That was me. That was me. Sorry, that was just me doing the math.
Although it's kind of sublime.
Oh,
Ooh.
stop it.
Ah.
It's just in time.
I hate it here.
You should keep coming near. So, as you guys finish your breakfast, Liam and Cass are headed to Mr. Farboiler's shop.
We sure are.
Yeah.
As you guys walk down the street to Mr. Farboiler's, the door on the outside, the landscaping looks lush, and there are yellow flowers in the bush. As you guys grab hold of the doorknob, though, that gross green icky goo on that doorknob is still there. And as you turn
Oh,
it,
Bobby.
it extends as a black slime attached to your fingers. And you walk inside. He greets you. What do you want?
Pixie dust.
Pixie dust.
Yeah.
Well, I look to you. Pixie, you see wings on me?
No, but I was told you have it. So either you do or you don't, man.
Who told you?
Judith.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fine. Yeah. There you go. Not to speak bad of competition, but at least she's right.
That's right. That's what I hoped you would say. Thank you.
What do you mean?
I didn't need you to make this more complicated than it needed to be, man. I just needed to know if you had it or didn't. And if you're gonna give it to me, great. If you're not, whatever.
Give it to you.
Oh
What do
my
you think
god,
this
how
is?
much is it? All of this so complicated all the time, Farboiler. What do you want for it?
It doesn't work on me. I can't figure out how to make it work.
Oh, really?
Yeah. For some reason, it just doesn't work on me. I keep trying it. You sprinkle it on yourself. You do that other part, and it just doesn't work. Anyway,
Yeah,
it's going to be 500
Faith
gold.
and trust. Okay, great. I'll take 2. So I'll give you 1,000.
All right. They don't work.
Sometimes you just gotta have a little faith and trust.
I have lots of faith. I have lots of trust. That stuff doesn't work.
As I'm talking to him, is he wearing his spectacles?
Oh, he doesn't have spectacles.
Okay, so he doesn't have any glasses at all.
As you look around, you don't see any at the moment.
Okay.
It's everyone thinks he does because of his big nose.
We
Roll
just imagine
investigate,
them
please.
there. Investigate.
Yeah.
Uh,
All right, Cass. So he doesn't have spectacles, but he does have a monocle.
oh, interesting. What does the monocle look like? Like, is there
It's
anything
a-
distinctive about it?
Other than the fact that the chain of it has malachite all up and down the chain, like little embeds into the chain itself. No, otherwise it's just a silver monocle on a silver chain with green gemstones.
Okay, cool. I make a mental note and then I look at Liam to conduct his business.
Are you done?
You
You're gonna get out
I'm
of here?
done. That's all
All
I
right,
need.
get
I'm
out.
gonna. All right,
No
fine.
loitering.
Jeez.
What do you want?
2 things: 17,000 gold of herbs,
What the fuck?
and I love making potions. And if you have any vials
I
of
love
dragon's
making
blood,
potions too. You're gonna clean me out.
I mean, do you not
Alright.
want the 17,000 gold?
No, I'll make the deal.
All right.
Jimmy, bring out the crates. We gotta go harvesting for a while. We're gonna be out of potions for a while. All right, and the long arm brings out 2 large crates and puts them on the counter. 17,000 gold worth of herbs.
He will set down a very large pouch containing 1,700 platinum.
Okay. Farboiler looks at it, counts it all out. Nice doing business with you.
One last
Now,
thing.
don't come back anytime soon. I'm not going to have much more of that anytime soon.
Of course. Do you have any dragon's blood by chance?
Yeah.
May I have 3
How
vials,
much?
please?
Yeah, I can do 3. Yeah, that's going to be 3,000 gold.
Excellent. Put it down.
Good job. Anything else?
And that's it. Thank you, sir.
Nice doing business with you. Don't open a shop in town, or else.
No, sir. Wouldn't dream of it. And he will leave.
Damn right.
As we are leaving, like when we leave the building, is there a place that's just selling like silver monocles that I could just pick up and pay for?
I'm sure down the street somewhere there's a... Actually, Mr. Verm's library would have them, yeah.
Great, I do that because there's no way in hell that Knick-Knack knows that this dude has malachite in his monocle, so I just get the basicest, silverest one.
Awesome. Cool. So you will spend 1 silver on a monocle.
Perfect. Wonderful.
Perfect. And you guys return to the Luxurious Consortium with your loot. As you guys walk in, Brad is busy serving all sorts of different patrons. As you guys walk in, you see Knick-Knack off to the side, looking expectantly at Cass.
I toss him the monocle. It's not spectacles, it was just the one. I hope that still works for you, though. I still don't know what you're doing with it, but hopefully just the one instead of the 2 is okay.
Perfect. So Eric, utilizing that gland,
Oh, God.
can I make the monocle a magical item with that effect?
Wow.
Uses per day.
Damn. Potentially. Yeah. I mean, it's doable. Let me figure it out real quick. Yay, books, guys!
That's a Pathfinder.
Shut up. It's ultimate equipment. All right, let's see here. All right, and here we go. All right, and you want the monocle, right?
Mm-hmm.
of Dispel Magic, or Anti-Magic, right?
Yes.
There we go. There we go. Almost. All right. Wow. All right, I've got the DC. You look at the thing, and you know that you're going to have to concentrate super hard on this one.
How concentration are we talking about?
This is a 32
Fuck.
Arcana check.
A 32 Arcana.
Yep. To imbue a monocle with Dispel Magic.
So I have 20.
And it's going to let you do it 1d6 times per day.
32. All right, so Anita, I hate to bug you here. So if I was to do this and used your 16, that would bring me to a 26.
Yeah, I mean, Anita's always down. Sure.
And then it would be guidance, bardic, if you can spare it, and maybe Silas helping.
Actually, there's a better effect for this. But yeah, we'll do the same DC. I got a cool effect for it.
Okay. Is that okay, guys? So I'm actually going to tell you what I'm planning for once.
Wow.
I'm going.
Are you
to
okay?
take-
Do you have a fever?
Well, what I'm planning on doing is taking that asshole's old monocle and turning it into a monocle that can dispel magic. How cool is that?
That's pretty amazing.
Bellsplot saved.
Why
Wow.
Farboiler's monocle specifically?
Because he's a dick.
Yeah, fair enough.
So it's just a power play.
Oh, 100%.
Okay.
I respect that.
The jerks.
Yeah, fairly true.
Sure. I just ask, since I think our flyers are going up today, that we wait until the end of the day. We might need that at 16 when somebody tries to shove some sleeping dust under our noses.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Hold up. I'm just doing. I'm being paranoid right now, and hold up. I'm rolling my actual die. 3, 10, 3. Yeah, we should definitely use the if I can. 3, 10, and 3. That's an omen.
Oh boy.
It's called superstition.
Yes. We can wait to the end of the day. I just wanted to let you know that is kind of what I was trying to do. And I
Well-
gotta come up with a really cool name. Knick-Knack Glass I don't like Knick-Knack Glass.
No, I'm down to help you at the end of the day if we haven't used it yet.
Oh, much appreciated.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, that would definitely work.
All right. So as you guys concentrate on this item that may be crafted later on today. you
Oh,
notice
dope. If I
one
safely
place-
made it through another day, that's a success.
As you guys wait, a notice, very familiar notice, gets placed on the bulletin board here in the Longstriders Consortium. And you will hear a certain Asimar woman, short hair, wearing a green hat, bust out laughing at the posting of this notice. She smiles, looks around. Does anyone know who this is?
I'm just sitting there. I'm at the bar drinking. What's up?
Is this you?
I give a winning smile to match the character, the portrait of myself on the. I match the post.
She looks at it. Kind of.
What can I say? I was paying for distribution, not art. What can I do for you?
Okay. Well, if you're the ones who killed one of the weave breakers, I owe you a drink.
All right. Well,
And she will slide 5 gold pieces to you.
Do you well, I mean, sit and have a drink. Don't let's hand him to Brad.
I
you know
don't
anything
actually
about the
drink
weave breakers?
except for water. Thank you, though.
Got it.
Oh, yeah, I know all about the weave breakers. We killed Kava.
Then
Then
then I push the gold back to her. Yeah, I say then we owe you a drink. Yeah, I mean, we don't have to dive in much, but like, I mean, Anita and Silas, I think, would gladly like buy her dinner, listen to the story of how they killed Kava, listen to the epic tale, things like that.
Okay. She looks at you. There's no epic tale. The bitch killed a kid, and then we killed her in an alley. We dropped her head down a drain, and that's it.
we heard that
That's exactly what she deserved.
at the end. Is that true?
I'm sorry, what was the question?
We heard that she reached for magic at the end. Is that true?
Oh, she tried. Didn't work. She had one of those rods of absorption trying to prevent us from casting on her. Didn't work.
Silas will open up open up his jacket a little bit to flash the Kava's rod of absorption in his jacket pocket.
Yeah, it looked exactly like that one.
That's why I owe you a drink.
Seems like
I mean,
they
among
all
other
carry
reasons,
one
she's
of those.
Oh, fascinating. Thanks, I hate it.
Yeah, that's interesting.
That is good to know, though, because... Yeah, that is good to know. Okay, I have ideas. Thank you for that information.
Yeah, absolutely. Have a wonderful time. We are going to visit some friends of ours. We just got back from visiting a forest up north. We're going down to Schultz. We're going to be there in a couple of hours, but we'll see you later.
Sorry, you
time.
just came from a forest up north? And
Yeah.
as I'm talking to this woman about it at the bar, I'm like sitcom style, like most of my body is paying full attention to her, but my right arm is like desperately waving at Rilo, who's like over having lunch across the place, trying to like flag him down, like Rilo, over here. And so yeah, you just visited from a forest. What was that?
Yeah, we got down from a forest up north. Had some dealings with some 2 tribes up there. Nice people enough. And if you want, we
Looked
can.
oh my god! Thank you for coming here. Looked a lot like this. Am I right, Rilo? You should chat with our new friend here.
Oh no. People we dealt with. One of them was very tall and bald, and another was bent over and old and decrepit. They didn't look anything like him. And the rest were all like halflings on top of giant jackalopes.
Have you heard of anything like that?
Has Rilo heard of giant jackalopes? Hell yes. The Krolik tribe used to be allies with the Whitesteel tribe, but they had a falling out a while back. Not exactly sure why. Your dad never told you.
Oh, okay, that's new. Okay.
But growing up, you would have been fascinated with the Kroliks, which are a species of jackalopes that range everything from about man height all the way up to moose height jackalopes.
I wonder. Yeah, I wonder if Elrod knows about that. He probably knows more now than I did. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, now Elrod absolutely does, but you haven't visited him yet. So.
Yep.
But yeah, Let me see. I've got a friend here somewhere. She's really tall and green. She might know more about that. Let me see if I can find her real quick. Just hold on a moment. Bannock, are you there? Bannock, Bannock. I don't know if she's around. I'm looking for her. I don't see her at the moment. She may or may not be available. Oh, no, she's not available.
Huh.
Amazing.
Oh, there's Bannock.
Yeah, who's yelling?
Hey, this is my friend Bannock. She knows all about it.
What do I know all about?
We went up and visited those tribes up north in the forest.
The White Steel?
Yeah, the Krollik.
Yeah, they were good. The ones that rode the jackalopes with big guys you ride around on, and the other tribe was good too. They had the one big guy who was kind of horny.
But neither of those were white steel. Is that what you said?
The horny guy was, and the old guy was.
What was the old guy's name?
I'm gonna vamp for a second because I can't remember his name. What was his name? I got confused which one's which. Elrod?
Bald. Wait a minute. Is Elrod bald?
No, Elrod's not bald.
Yeah.
The old guy was Uthorum Vadan.
Yep.
Old
Okay.
guy was
Yep,
Gorus.
Yep. No Gorus. Yep. Okay.
And Gorus matches the horny.
Yeah, he's usually that's him.
And not picky.
And maybe not. Yeah, that's him. But very loyal.
Yeah, he was good. He was good stuff. They also gave me.
You look at this very tall half orc, and she says good stuff in reference to Gorus, and you have to wonder, is there something there?
So how are they doing? I haven't been up there in a long time.
They're doing good, I think. I mean, they had that fey creature that was really mucking stuff up, but we got rid of her, so she's not a problem anymore.
So we heard about that. And actually we were getting ready to look into that. So what's the story there? What was she doing?
I don't know. She was protecting the tribe from what they said. I mean, and by protecting, I think just not letting anyone in or out, it sounds like. So it sounds like she was kind of not following through on the deal they had, and they had to have some way to remove her, so we got rid of her.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It was kind of a pain in the ass. She was using all these mirrors and trapping you in and jumping in and out of them and trying to cut us off, so we just beat the shit out of her and sent her back to where she came from.
That's great. I probably owe you a debt. Yeah,
they owe us nothing. It was part of a deal we had. We needed a staff, and they allowed us to go in the maze and get it for exchange for helping them. So
excellent. I'm glad that worked out. I was actually worried about that.
The tribe, I think, will start to flourish now. I think there was even a kind of wedding going on up there too. The two tribes meeting together and exchanging kids almost. That was weird, but
okay. Well, I'll be heading that way.
yeah. Tell them that you ran into the Misfits. Hopefully, we still carry good weight up there.
The Misfits.
That's
Okay.
us, and I point at the ASMR with the green hat. And then the other ones, I just don't know where they are. You'll hear Ribbon before you see him.
Okay. All right. Well, appreciate it. That's great news.
Yeah, good luck.
I think that's really good news.
If you happen to make your way down in Cholt, that's where we're going to be. Definitely not dying.
Okay, good.
As she wanders off, you hear someone, "No, I am not. No, yes. Stop it. Humanity at the same time. Cut it out." As this blonde guy wanders through the tavern, nearly running into one of the columns. He's just arguing with himself.
Is it another one of the misfits?
Yes, that's the
Wow.
Riven that they were referencing. He's just arguing with himself as if he's having 4 conversations at the same time.
Silas just thinks to himself that he suspects if he looked at Riven with Detect Magic up, he'd go blind. So he moves along.
Yeah. All right, Liam, let's go ahead and roll your d20s. I've got 28, 31,
42.
34. Okay, go ahead and roll them. Let's see what you got.
Can I guidance myself on each?
Sure.
Cool. Okay.
What's your base medicine at now?
19.
Okay. All right, so
3, 4.
Ew. There's a couple of ones in there. Fortunately, you can't auto fail, so let's see, 20. So
Well, it's 20. Oh, yeah, 20 plus 3.
1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so you got.
If you
all
tell me the
potions
DCs,
of-
I can go through all of them.
Yeah, the potions of heroism are fine.
Okay.
And then we're at 28. You got the potions of mana and healing. The potions of supreme mana. Let's see here. Potions of supreme mana would have been. You got the 20 and the 18 on potions of supreme mana. That's awesome.
Sweet. Those were the big ones.
Yeah. 3 potions of mana. You got those. You lose one of the volatile healing.
Ah, damn.
Yep. And that's it. That's the only one you lose.
Oh, really? That's all I lost.
Yeah, that's all you lost.
Holy shit! All right. So only the volatile healing potion.
One
not
volatile
bad.
healing potion is the one you lost. You got everything else.
Sweet.
Yeah.
And I'm down to 65 gold worth of herbs.
Cool.
Oh boy. Okay. So
Yeah, that's
now
quite a
I-
haul.
Yep.
All right. Cool.
Indeed.
So Liam spends all morning crafting potions. All morning.
Probably most of the afternoon.
Yeah. What are the rest of y'all doing? As Cass and Liam had their potion adventure and monocles stuff, Anita and Rilo dealt with the bouncers. Silas spent a long night out doing stuff. So it gets to be about 4 o'clock in the afternoon as you guys have finished your daytime activities. What would you guys like to do this afternoon?
I'm just waiting for the clock to tick down.
Knick-knack.
You don't have anything going on
Time
anymore.
has never slowed down quite this bad, except for during a researched time stop.
Yeah, I don't have much left. I'm happy. Silas is happy to just chill, relax. Whether we spend in game like a week or two relaxing or a day or two relaxing, I'm fine with it meaning the same 30 seconds of game time saying you relaxed for X number of days. So as long as we can convince Rilo to sit back and drink, we're going to keep getting, I think my attack is to keep getting more and more outrageous with how I try to get Rilo to relax. So at first it's like, oh, just come out, have a drink. And then at some point it's like Anita and Silas start bringing him those drinks that are like made out of a coconut with like 6 umbrellas in them. And like, I'm trying to bring all these lavish bits of vacation right to Rilo and the Longstriders Consortium to convince him to hang out and relax a little.
A fishbowl filled with brown liquid. Yeah. It's kind of
Yeah.
slightly frosted over.
He'll drink it, but he's complaining because he doesn't think that Echifuru's drinking and relaxing and kicking his feet up right now.
Right. There was a bar in DC called the Mad Hatter that you would order, like a table would order, and it's a top hat shape of like this whiskey or terrible terrible cheap cocktail that like a table of 4 would like each stick a straw in and split, and that's what we're bringing to Rilo.
Yeah,
It's just
there's
big
a
top
there's a
hat.
place here called the Magic Time Machine, and they offer you green, blue, red, or ugly. And
Yeah, there you go.
You ever heard of McGuire's? McGuire's has a drink called the Irish Wake, and I can only drink one of them, and I'm out. It's ridiculous.
Wow.
yeah, the ugly is 7 different rums. I love it.
Amazing.
Be me.
Real quick, just because
Yeah.
I have so many fucking potions right now, do you guys want to
Yeah,
split
if
them
you
up now?
want to take some time to, go ahead. If you're ready to take the time to like distribute them, yeah, I wanted to give you time to like do your notebook math or however you figure it out first. But yeah, if you're ready, go ahead.
Okay, so I have 3 potions of supreme healing. So who wants one of them? Probably Rilo and Cass.
Rilo and Cass are good
Please.
options.
Yup.
Okay,
Thank
who
you.
wants the other one? Because I don't have to have a supreme healing potion.
I get a supreme healing once a day with my sword, so I don't need to be the one with it. Anita has a ton of hit points. Maybe she should have it.
Would you like it, Anita?
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
To each of you?
Potion of Supreme Healing.
Mm-hmm. Have a potion of possibility.
So we
Everyone's
all
like,
get this.
"Ooh."
We all get one of supreme healing.
No, just
No, I
now
only
people.
made 3.
Got it.
You need some potions, Knick-Knack, of healing?
Oh, I have
mean,
a
I'm
ton of
good.
superior
Good.
healing.
I'm
So
great.
Okay.
I can give him like 3 superior healing potions. But who wants the potion of possibility?
What is the Potion of Possibility again?
It gives
It's a
you
luck
2 free
point.
rerolls.
There are 2 luck points. Or well, not quite as powerful as a luck point because you can only use it on yourself, right? You can't force somebody else to reroll.
Yeah, it's only yourself.
Still awesome.
But it's pretty good.
No,
I
that's
mean, you
incredible.
could
I was
use
just clarifying.
So you can use it like on saving throws or something like that?
Attack roll, ability check, or saving throw. Anything that requires a d20.
I mean, honestly, I think that should go to folks. To me, like mathematically, it should go to somebody making a con save or making an attack on a spell like inflict wounds. That would be like a huge miss
Well,
if it
I mean, that's pretty,
if it gets wasted.
that's pretty good for a counter spell too, right?
Absolutely, yeah. So, I mean, yeah, me or Nita, I would say Knick-Knack too for the concentration checks, if he wants to use them for that.
Do you want
why
Knick-Knack
don't we
or that?
Knick-Knack, what do you think?
I think that sounds. Oh, sorry, I dozed off for a second. Not from that. I'm just tired.
Why don't we just roll for the potions of possibility and
Yeah,
whoever?
I don't
the three
want.
of us
I
will
do
just
not
roll
need.
it.
I don't need the potions of possibilities.
Okay.
Cool.
So
Nick, that's
between
not even
Silas
gonna
and
really
Anita.
argue with that. I don't want the potions. Oh, the possibility I need.
So between Silas and Anita, then.
My heart.
Anita, do you want to just roll a d20?
Roll these.
Ooh, probably you. Yeah, totally you. All yours.
All right, here's Anita.
No, it's just one Potion of Possibility, right?
Yep.
A single
Just the
potion of
one.
possibility, yeah.
They
But it
are
lasts for
great.
8 hours.
Yeah, no, I it's amazing. I am very much happy about that.
2 supreme mana potions.
I mean, I think the usefulness of I think we've seen the usefulness of being able to do back-to-back Cone of Colds, but I can't keep that up for long unless I refuel. So I wouldn't mind one of those.
Yeah, one of them's all yours. Anita, do you want the other one or
I mean,
or
yeah,
Knick-Knack?
not going to say no. Yeah, unless Nick wants it.
I'm all good. I don't really want it.
All right, to Anita.
And this was a supreme mana potion?
Supreme mana potion.
Wow.
I have 4
Neat.
greater mana potions.
Take one of those, because
Give
most
2
of
of
my
those to Knick Knack.
yeah, my spells don't take as much like crazy preparation. It's mostly a lot of concentration stuff, so my overall spell usage is smaller.
Well,
Okay,
still
so
give
you-
him 2 in case he takes 1 and it sucks and it doesn't get him the spell he wants. Like, give him 2 because he didn't get a supreme, and then Anita and I can each take 1 on the graders.
So this is
Sounds
what the mana potion.
Greater
Yeah,
mana
so you get
potion,
2. You get 2 greater mana potions, and Anita and I each get 1.
Yeah, okie dokie.
I have 3 potions of clairvoyance.
Which
Does
I don't
that
know.
just mimic the spell, or does that do something else? Sometimes they They're not always like that, because like Potion of Heroism does not at all mimic the effects of the spell Heroism, so it's just not always.
Yeah, the clairvoyance does, because I've got a potion of clairvoyance right now. So if, in fact,
And it just casts the clairvoyant spell. Okay, cool, awesome. I mean, you guys should. I think you and Cash should have these because you guys are able to get stealthy and get like very far up ahead or get into tight places. So if you're able to get into a very difficult far up place and then use clairvoyance to even further amplify that spying ability, like that's awesome.
I'll give 2 to Cass then, and I'll keep 1 for myself.
yeah, they're a 1 mile radius too. So like, you can get into some cool places provided you have seen or been there before.
Yeah, and Cass and Liam are the best options to get somewhere in and out without being noticed, so that we can use clairvoyance on it later. Yeah, that's awesome.
You got that down, Cass?
Thank you.
Of course. We have 8 superior healing potions.
Healing other than
I
the
had 2,
supreme you just
and I
gave
will-
me.
I'm probably going to keep 3 for myself as like my only source of healing.
Yeah, I mean, Rylo's almost got 200 hit points now, and then he also has a hit point suit. So, yeah, I think I'm good.
Then Nick Knack, I'll give you 2 superior healing potions. And do you want any, Silas?
Lovely.
Yeah, I will take some because I passed on the supreme, and I don't have much of the like lower one, so I'll take 1 or 2 superior.
Okay, I'm
I
going
don't
to
have
give you
any
2.
left. Cool.
I have 4 more left, so I want at least 2.
Keep as many as you. Yeah. I mean, I agree that you should take 3.
Yeah, keep as many as you want. Anita has 1 of the superior, and she also got the supreme, so she's good.
And I will take the last superior, if that's cool.
Yeah, totally cool.
Nope.
Oh, don't worry, there's more. We got 20 potions of heroism.
Holy
Jesus.
I
You
mean,
guys want
everybody
potions of
benefits.
heroism? I deliver.
Did you get carried away?
No, those are fucking amazing. I mean, everybody benefits from those. Everybody, and they're cheap. They're pretty cheap to for Liam to make. They're like 60 gold a piece for you to make. They're fucking awesome.
Yeah,
You've got 20, and we all benefit from them. I mean, I think you should just give 4 to everybody, or well, nope, there's 6. There's not 5. Sorry.
3.
I'll give 3
3 to
everybody.
everybody. And who? Let's see, temp hit points. Maybe give 1, and then again saving throws. 3 to everybody leaves you with 2 left over. Maybe 1 extra to Nick Knack and 1 extra to like Rylo, who's usually in the front taking the most heat. Or keep an extra 1 for yourself. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm good with 3.
You sure?
So do I
Yeah,
get hit?
I can make do with 3.
Like, really?
So-
How often do I get hit?
true. It's for the saving throws as well, like for your concentration and stuff. I don't know.
Fair enough. Valid.
Okay, so 3 to everybody except for Nick Knack and I, who get 4.
All right. What?
And
Sorry,
then we got one of the
what's-
real bangers.
how do
Potion
you-
of heroism.
heroism. Thank you.
Mhm.
Yes.
I have a singular potion of invulnerability.
Right, righto.
Yeah, that's kind of my jam. But I know Cass and Liam can use it too, so I'm not the only guy up
Oh,
front.
I kind of roll for it.
Yeah, I think because I think Cass is a good because of your point earlier about how many hit points you already have.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I think you
I
both are
don't-
good candidates for it.
I don't have a problem with Cass having it.
All right, it's all yours.
It's like Christmas.
Yeah, that's
Is
a
it-
good one. That's a really good one to have.
Are there any other ones that I missed? And also, Rilo, take this potion of growth.
Oh yeah, I can use that. I can put that to use.
Very cool.
Oh, that's what I was
That's
going
what I
to do to the Spider Queen, by the way. Is I was going to go werebear and then growth on her. I would have been as big as she was. I was going to pin her ass to the ground, but I couldn't. I could never get there.
Yeah, getting close to her was a little rough.
But that is all I got.
This was great. Thank you.
That was amazing. Yeah,
that was huge. Yeah, that's pretty big.
That
All right, guys.
Fine Alchemist supplies bumped me up to a plus 19 in medicine.
yeah, that is amazing.
Bygone are the days where I fail on half of the good shit. Oh, shit, I forgot about one. There is a volatile healing potion. I have two. That's what I forgot. You're forgetting something.
Does anyone want a volatile healing potion?
It heals you for a ton. Especially
Yeah, I
Or
forgot.
it can.
Where's the blowback?
Wild
Wild
Magic Surge.
Yeah, I forget it was something. It was huge amount of hit dice.
It's your hit die. So if for me as at level 14, I would roll 11d6 for my 11 levels in sorcerer and 3d8 for my 3 levels of warlock,
Oh yeah, that's right.
and I would regain that amount. But then it would be a wild magic surge. Listen, if any of y'all are scared of a little wild magic surge, toss that baby over here. I literally sometimes eat those for breakfast, so I will. I mean, I think you should embrace it. I don't need one. I think you guys should embrace it. But if you know.
I personally want to keep one as like my trump card.
Oh yeah,
healing
I
potion.
figured you were, and you were talking about the other one.
Cass, you want to roll for that one?
Sure, let's do it.
Yeah, let's roll for that one. You roll a d10. I'm going to roll a d20.
Oh, well, I already rolled a d20, so. And you're already going to beat me, so there you go.
Wow.
Oh yeah, it's twinsies. On that 7.
We're besties. Our lucky number 7s.
Right?
It's one of those
All right,
pinky
that's all
high
right.
fives, right?
Yep. Exactly.
Yeah, there you
Volatile
go.
healing potion over to Rilo.
All right. Cool. So next week we will continue the story as you guys figure out where you're going, what you're doing, and how best to proceed going forward now that you have some legend lore, some resupplies done, a little bit of reading left to go, some crafting you guys still want to do in some cases. In other cases, you guys are bored stiff. Yes.
I will say Knick-Knack has the use of the 16.
I do.
Yeah.
Do you want to do that now?
Let's give it a shot.
All right, so we're going to end the day with the Quizilla check, and then we will start next
Oh, that's
week
not the-
with a
that's-
new morning.
The 16 wouldn't. This is for the monocle.
Yeah, this is
Oh,
for the,
for the
craft.
monocle. Okay, gotcha. Monocle crafting. Got it.
So you said 32, right?
32.
I will guidance you.
I will give you bardic inspiration.
All right.
I give you moral support.
And I'll form the head. Oh wait.
All right. So I will start with guidance. I'm my default with a 32. I'm at a 26 by default.
It's Arcana. So 1d4. That's 29.
Yeah.
Silas, can I reaction Shard of the Blue Palace to bump it up 1,
Okay.
which should, I'm trying to do the math here. That's 29, 30. I need to roll
31.
31.
So you still need me.
Oh,
Yeah.
also bump up the diamonds as well.
Liam, shut the fuck up real quick.
Okay.
Knick-knack.
Yes.
Knick-knack. What was it you were saying about all that money I owe you?
Help me out. We'll call it square.
That's exactly what I thought, and I bend your luck. All yours.
Son of a bitch.
Nice. Nice.
You know,
Actually, son of the queen? Wait, what?
because that's not quite it. He won off, right?
No, that's it.
You're good. He only needed 1. I didn't
Yeah.
even need to roll the die. I just needed to spend the
Oh,
sorcerer points.
I got
So-
you. I thought he needed 30. My bad.
All good. So I will go ahead and craft that up, and I will have it for you next week.
Okay.
All right.
Do you,
You guys have...
you said
what?
it had another effect?
It's going to have a cool effect. Yeah, it's going to have a cool effect.
All right.
I've got something in mind that's going to be pretty neat. I just need to write it up so that it's, knick-knack proof.
Mm-hmm.
So I need to make sure my wording is exact.
I'm pretty sure nothing is knick-knack proof.
Oh,
Challenge.
no, I'm pretty
It's a
close.
challenge. But Eric is
I've had a
close.
whole bunch of things where...
I've seen the items he builds when he has Chase in mind, and they are like an extra 300 words.
I had Chase be like, "Can I do this with the thing?" I'm like, "No, read line 3." It's like,
Yep.
damn it.
I thought of that.
Amazing. Amazing.
Are you?
Yeah.
I do. Yeah, I do try to read the items.
Yes, you do. Absolutely. And I do too. That's the thing I love about it is you guys are creative and come up with creative use of game mechanics.
Oh, you're
When I worked
supposed
at
to. Like, that's
Blizzard,
the reason-
that was the...
Yeah, like... Go ahead.
We used to use that term of creative use of game mechanics for exploits. We don't like the term exploits. I like creative use of game mechanics.
But like when the rest of your game design rewards that type of creative thinking, you gotta have the attitude that Eric does about it, with which I have as well when making items, which is like everybody's gonna think of those uses. The rest of the game's design encourages it, so there's nothing against it. Of course, you're gonna try to exploit it. Like everybody will. Everybody will try. He just has to add the extra 300 words because you're actually very good at it. But everybody will try to use an item very creatively or exploitatively.
Yeah. And let's face it, you guys get some items that other people don't, and other people get items you guys don't because of different play styles. So, yeah, there's things that I can give you guys that are perfectly safe for you guys. If I gave them to other people, they'd be like, "What the hell am I doing with this?"
The Ring of Spell Storing as an example.
Yeah, things like that.
Who would benefit
boots
from
of
this?
flying, etc.
Boots of Flying, sure. A Rod of Absorption is actually, as you said, one you have to be pretty deliberate about.
Yeah, so...
What about
All
the
right,
Wind
guys.
Vein? Would anyone else benefit from the Wind Vein?
Yeah, there's a couple
Yeah,
people,
question.
especially the Sunday group, that would love to have the Wind Vein. Selfie.
Yeah, but it's a one of a kind, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is.
Yep.
Yeah.
Selfie
This
would
is ton of
love the
fun, you
Wind
guys.
Vein. Bad Rabbit would love the Wind Vein. There's a couple people. But, yeah, pole arms are very much desired across players for some reason. I don't know why. Something about long weapons, people will really like them, which is fun. But yeah, guys, have a wonderful week. Please stay safe. And next week, I figure you guys are going to try to talk to probably the Rokugan or visit Whitesteel. And so we'll do some more RP next week.
Yeah.
Yeah, both of those things. Yeah, talking to the Rokugani, whether here or there, and then talking to the Whitesteel tribe. Sounds like the plan.
Yeah, I have all of that prepared, ready for you guys. I thought we were going to get there tonight, but life happens.
Yeah, tonight
Guys,
was awesome. Like, for what it's worth, I had a great time tonight.
I'm glad. I worked
I
hard
did
to make sure that you guys enjoy not just the combats and stuff, but actually the RP nights where you guys go through and get the lore dumps and figure out what's been going on.
Items.
So, yeah.
And Silas going on a freaking anti-magic spree.
Yeah. Well, that was
It was just an
magic vandalism.
No, I think Silas
drow.
had more planned and had to back out last minute.
No,
You
no,
had
no.
something else planned.
That was pretty much it. She, like, I think Silas used to, like, since he, if we get to chatting about it in character, it can come up. It's fine. But I think he used to volunteer for those types of roles when he was younger and earlier on in that con work, because it was just role play and it was just a job, like it was just the work. But I think as he's gotten, I try to be very mindful of like how getting more and more connected to the Fae would like affect a person. And I think having to, now that he's much more Fae, having to sit through somebody talking about like his price and referring to him as it, and talking about like how his skills, like who he inherently is, would be useful to her, just rankles him a lot more now than it used to. And so the skills she highlighted about were like, oh, well, his blood is very powerful. He's very good at sorcery. Like, he'd be very useful. So he went in the middle of the night to use those skills to beat her sorcery skills, to dismantle her wards, and leave. Just vandalism. Just really just blowing off steam, but in a way that like he still had to do it to get the job done, and he's glad he did it. But in his own head, there was a competition that was kind of started between their skills that he wanted to see if he could win, without really having to suffer, without getting Anita in trouble, for example, with this woman at the Black Diamond, if she wants to do business there again. And so he dismantled her wards in his mind, and in his mind he won that competition and got to move on.
All right, guys. Y'all take care.
All right.
Always a privilege running these games for you guys.